Hola mi gente, te habla Broadway Joel, la voz del boxeo dominicano. Y wow, usted puede creer que Terence Crawford le ganó al Canelo Álvarez. Wow, en verdad yo dije, mi pronóstico era que Canelo iba como controlar por el peso y esto. Y en verdad, si tú me ponías a forzarme a coger un ganador, hubiera dicho Canelo, aunque yo dije empate porque dije una pelea que ya Canelo va bajando. Crawford veo que tiene más en el tanque, pero está subiendo el peso y quizá la diferencia se hace un empate, pero no se dio así. El ganador, claro, fue Terence Crawford. Y en verdad me sorprendió cómo se dio la pelea. También me sorprendió que Crawford no se vio chiquito al lado de Canelo Álvarez. Ellos se vieron el mismo peso, el mismo, él le llevaba altura y no hubo momento donde Canelo se vio que estaba mucho más fuerte que él. Ellos parecían que eran de la misma división y eso es algo que me sorprendió mucho. Y oye, el plan que tenía Crawford para esa pelea fue un plan asesino, un plan muy bueno. Salió, él normalmente sale a la derecha, estudia a su boxeador y después cambia la zurda. Él, igual como la pelea de Spence, salió zurdo para la pelea entera. Y el plan era boxear, usar sus piernas. Y yo sabía que él tenía eso en su juego porque él usó ese mismo juego de pierna contra Víctor Postol cuando él se coronó. Creo que unificó unos títulos en las 140. Eh, no, y sí, él boxeó, usó su pierna, se movió, pero él todavía hubo momentos donde él se quedó ahí en el centro y intercambió con Canelo y le llegó golpe, él recibió, él dando ahí y en ningún momento se vio como que wow, estoy demasiado lastimado, que wow, este tigre me dio duro, que no, él se quedó ahí. Y oye, también quiero decir que yo en verdad no tuve problema con el plan de Canelo. Si yo fuera a darle un plan de pelea, ese fuera si era el plan. Ataca el cuerpo y desde el primer asalto, Canelo Álvarez estaba llegando con el gancho al hígado. ¡Jua! ¡Jua! ¡Va! Y yo dije, un boxeador que es pegador así como Canelo, también un boxeador que ha peleado con peleadores más grandes y le ha pegado a peleadores más grandes, ha noqueado peleadores más grandes. Él, aunque Crawford tenga esa ventaja que de la pierna así o moviendo, él no va a poder seguir cogiendo ese castigo del cuerpo, sino cansarse o que la acumulación le haga efecto a Crawford. Pero no se hizo así. Él cogió su golpe y siguió boxeando, siguió peleando y en ningún momento lo vi como o doblado o amarrando o qué sé yo qué. En ningún momento lo vi así. Entonces, eh, uh, uh, yo, yo, yo lo único que digo que, y esto es un problema que vimos en la pelea de William Scott, era que Canelo no pudo cortarle el ring a Terence Crawford. Y él tuvo ese mismo problema con William Scott. Y eso es algo que yo mencioné en mi predicción, que hay que ver eso, que si tú entiendes qué pasó ahí. Y así mismo tuvo problemas cortando el ring y nunca pudo lastimar a Crawford, aunque le llegó mucho golpe bueno al cuerpo, nunca le llegó un golpe así bueno en lleno en la cabeza. Claro, sí le conectó varios golpes a la cabeza, específicamente el reto de la cabeza, la mano derecha, él sí le llegó, pero nunca pudo como llegarle duro, una combinación, todo era como un golpe a la vez y nunca pudo lastimar a Crawford. Y Crawford no se vio intimidado ni wow, mira qué gran evento, que 70 y pico de tickets vendido. Él nunca se vio así, él se vio como que yo estoy aquí, yo merezco, estoy aquí. tú eres de alta calidad y así yo soy yo también. Tú eres grande, yo voy a subir a donde tu peso y te voy a ganar. Y eso es algo que le dijo en la conferencia, porque Canelo le dijo en una, oye, pero tú quién le has ganado, tú no le has ganado a nadie, qué sé yo qué. Y él dijo, mira, todos mis oponentes me han dicho eso y todo yo lo he derrotado. Así que mi hermano, tú no eres diferente. Tú estás diciendo que no pelees con nadie y te voy a derrotar. Y wow, lo hizo. Esto fue un momento en la historia de boxeo que en verdad yo, tú sabes, puede, mi gran amigo José Colpas, quizá él un hombre histórico, sabe de lo, y puede ser que él vio esto en el pasado, en la historia, pero que yo sepa, él en el boxeo, esto nunca ha pasado. Que un hombre sube de 154 a 168. Y en verdad nada más tuvo una pelea en 154, que significa que, tú sabes, en verdad un 147. Y subió a la 158 y le ganó al mejor de la división. No, y él necesitaba esta ganada para su legado, en verdad. Porque eso es lo que decía Canelo, que aunque lo decía insultándolo, era una gran realidad. En verdad, no, Crawford, aunque le ha ganado a boxeadores buenos, en verdad nada más tiene uno en su resumen que era élite y era Errol Spence. Y Errol Spence, desgraciadamente, en verdad yo sentí que después del accidente, 2 cirugías al ojo, ¿tú me entiendes? Yo sentí como que él, ¿cómo digo? Como que debería estar peleando la 154. Y entonces como que se me hizo muy difícil darle mucho mérito a esa ganada, que aunque él fue el ¿cómo digo? El lado A, escúchame que me mandaron un texto y me hizo perder el tren de pensamiento. Déjame leer un par de super chat lo que yo me organizo. Aquí está José Mejía que manda $2. ¿Puede darme ganarle a ese Canelo? No, quién sabe. En verdad, que Adame es 160 y yo sé que Crawford subió y le ganó, pero Crawford, con todo respeto a Adame, y Adame, tú sabes que es de nosotros, eh, no tiene el resumen así de campeón en varias divisiones, así como Terence Crawford. Lo tendré que ver yo en 168 para darte un pronóstico. Aquí está otra vez José Mejía que manda $2. Dice, nos vendían a Canelo como el mejor y no fue así. No es que no te vendían, es que él era uno de los mejores por mucho tiempo. Y mira, quizá ahora mismo en la actualidad, él no es el mejor Canelo de tú sabes, él no está en su prime. Pero Canelo es el mejor 168. No hay otro 168 que está en el ring con él y tú dices, yo creo que este le va a ganar. ¿Tú me entiendes? Tenía toda la faja. Entonces, hay que darle mérito a a Crawford por esta ganada. Por eso digo, y ahora ya me recuerdo de lo que estaba hablando, que la de pelea de Errol Spence por la cirugía, por el accidente, por el peso, que en verdad yo pienso que él se esforzó mucho para la 47, él era un 54 de verdad. Se me hace difícil como decir, wow, le ganó un élite, aunque sí, Spence es un élite, pero en esa condición donde él estaba, no creo que él estaba del nivel de élite. Ahora, Canelo, aunque ha bajado de su mejor momento, yo todavía creo que un élite y todavía creo que él es el mejor de la división de la 168. Sacando ahora a Crawford, que claro, no sé qué él va a hacer, pero actualmente él está él está como el número uno en esa división y le ganó. Y también no se vio viejo en la pelea. Tú me entiendes, uno tiene que también tener consciente, está bien, Canelo le ha bajado en su talento, en su rendimiento últimamente. Eso no lo estoy negando. Pero esa pelea hoy, digo, ayer, excúsame, él no se vio viejo, él no se vio como que estaba, que no podía, que él estaba, tú sabes, teniendo problemas. No, no, él estaba de lo más bien. Hizo su plan, le llegó mucho golpe al cuerpo, mucha finta, le llegaba a la cabeza a Crawford, ganó par de round, no fue totalmente dominado. Todavía se vio la rapidez de mano, la rapidez de pierna nunca la ha tenido, pero tú me entiendes, él se vio, la pierna se le vio igual como siempre se le han visto. Yo creo que esta es la mejor ganada de Terence Crawford, no solo porque subió tantas divisiones, pero no porque también le ganó al gran Canelo Álvarez. Canelo Álvarez que todavía tiene gasolina en el tanque. No digo que está completo, porque te estoy diciendo mentiras si es eso, pero te digo que esta ganada en su resumen valora mucho. Y con esa ganada, Terence Crawford se hace el primer boxeador en la era de las 4 fajas a hacerse indiscutible en 3 divisiones distintas. Lo hizo en 140, 47 y ahora en 168. ¡Wow! ¡Qué gran logro! Y en verdad, eh, él está en esa clase de boxeadores, así como Boca de la Hoya, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, ¿tú me entiendes? Bernard Hopkins. Él está en esa liga. Ahora no, ahora en orden, no te voy a decir orden porque en verdad él todavía la carrera ni la ha terminado para yo, tú sabes, para ser justo a él. Pero él está ya en esa clase. Él ha enseñado que en su era él ha sido uno de los mejores, si no el mejor. Y eso me llega ahora el tema del quién es el número 1 libra por libra. Esto está muy, muy complicado porque tenemos a Alexander Usyk que limpió el peso crucero, indiscutible, subió el peso de los heavyweight, del peso pesado, limpió, le ganó a Joshua 2 veces, le ganó a Fury 2 veces, le ganó a Dubois 2 veces, le ha ganado casi a todo el mundo 2 veces. Y entonces él ha limpiado su división en una división donde todo el mundo pega. Todo el mundo aquí es un heavyweight que pega durísimo. Y él ha salido ganador y está invicto. Entonces, eso es una persona que tiene argumentos para ser número 1 libra por libra. Ahora, Terence Crawford, el primer y el único actualmente que tiene 3 divisiones indiscutibles, campeón mundial, que él se hizo campeón en 3 divisiones indiscutibles. Tiene eso en su resumen y le ganó al gran Canelo. También no se queda atrás Naoya Inoue, que tiene mucho knockout, campeón indiscutible en 2 divisiones. Creo que es campeón, tú sabes, regular, pero en 4 divisiones. Y siempre domina su boxeador. Aparte de ganar, él domina mucho su boxeador y busca mucho knockout. El número 1 libra por libra, eso está complicado ahora. Eso está muy complicado. Y en verdad, yo no veo cómo uno se lo puede quitar actualmente a Terence Crawford después de esa ganada. ¿Y cómo ganó? Ganó claro, ganó claro. Se me hace difícil yo decir que otro boxeador en el mundo es mejor que ese. ¿Tú me entiendes? Aunque yo respeto, si alguien me dice, no, que yo tengo Usyk, no, que yo tengo Nui, yo lo respeto porque en verdad Nui, hasta Nui, hoy mismo, hoy mismo domingo, él ganó contra MJ Akhmadaliev, que era un ex campeón unificado, ¿tú me entiendes? No, le ganó otro boxeador bueno y tiene mucha ganada sobre peleador en el top 10, en el top 10 y muy gran récord y él sigue dominando su división en cada división que ha subido. Pero Terence Crawford, ganarle al Canelo subiendo de las 154 a las 168, eso es algo espectacular y algo histórico para el boxeo. Y yo le doy gracias a Dios que yo estoy aquí para verlo. Y oye, déjame decirte, ese evento que hizo Netflix fue un gran evento para el boxeo. El boxeo ahora mismo está en una mala situación con el futuro. Eso es lo que hizo Turkey Al-Sheikh conjunto con Canelo Álvarez y Terence Crawford fue algo muy positivo para el deporte, porque primeramente están involucrando a Netflix y Netflix puso esa pelea de gratis, que si tú tienes la aplicación, tú no tienes que pagar pay-per-view para verla. Y casi todo el mundazo tiene Netflix. ¿Tú me entiendes? Vamos por ahí. También, oye, ¿tú viste las celebridades que estaban ahí en la pelea? Estaba Magic Johnson, estaba Sofía Vergara, la basquetbolista americana Angel Reese, estaban muchísimos raperos, actores, Jason Statham, Mark Wahlberg, muchísimas celebridades ahí. Y se hizo un gran evento. El récord de taquilla, tercero de más dinero que hicieron de taquilla fue ayer mismo en ese evento. Fue algo muy, muy, muy bueno. Y en verdad, algo que yo creo que va a poner a Netflix más invertido en el boxeo que están. Esto no fue el primer evento que Netflix ha tenido de boxeo, pero yo creo que es el evento más grande de la historia de Netflix. Vamos a ponerlo así. Y lo único que, tú sabes, yo quiero ver si Netflix solo está interesado en grandes peleas así, como, mira, la gente se quillan, pero la pelea de Jake Paul y Mike Tyson era una grande pelea. Ahora, a usted que no le gustaron, que y lo otro, eso es otra cosa. Pero eso fue una grande pelea cuando se habla de que se estaba hablando en el internet, de la gente que lo vieron en televisión, que sí o qué. Fue un evento grande. La pelea de Amanda Serrano contra Katie Taylor vendió todos los asientos allá en el Madison, aquí, no en el pequeñito, donde pelea Rohan y Jan Santana y los dominicanos nosotros, en el grande, que vendieron creo que casi 20,000 tickets. Un evento grande. Van a poner Jake Paul contra Tank Davis. Yo no estoy de acuerdo, escúchame, con esa pelea, pero un evento grande. Entonces yo quiero ver si ellos nada más están interesados en eventos grandes. Quiero enseñarle algo a ustedes también de Netflix. Netflix, como repito, ahora mismo está invertido en el boxeo. Está invertido en el boxeo. Pero quiero enseñarle esto a ustedes para que ustedes vean el éxito que está teniendo el boxeo con esa plataforma. Dame un segundo. Mira aquí. Este Netflix. Mira aquí. El pesaje 721 views. La conferencia 287,000 views. El pesaje de Amanda y Katie Taylor, 88,000. La conferencia, 62,000. Entonces, mira aquí, la conferencia que estaba en Nueva York de Canelo y Crawford, 2.2 millones. La conferencia en Las Vegas, 784,000 views. La conferencia allá en Arabia Saudita, 2 millones. Entonces, si estamos viendo todos los live, son de boxeo. Mira, tenemos aquí una de que no es de boxeo, que tuvo 2.2, pero casi todas son de boxeo. Aquí vemos 2.7 para el pesaje de Mike Tyson, la conferencia 391,000, que significa que aparte del éxito que están teniendo tú sabes, en la gente que están viendo la pelea, la gente que pagaron su boleto, hasta en el mismo YouTube están teniendo éxito. Y esta compañía funciona con números, en verdad. Ellos casi no les interesa mucho la calidad que están dando. No digo ellos específicos, digo en general. Y entonces, por eso es que a ellos no les importa poner un Jake Paul, porque ellos dicen, no, él va a dar números, olvídate de la calidad, olvídate de eso, él va a dar números. Y entonces, yo quiero ver si ellos van a invertir más en el boxeo, si van a hacer más eventos en el boxeo. Y si van a hacer más eventos en el boxeo, solo van a ser eventos grandes o también podemos ver posiblemente, tú sabes, porque nosotros no estamos de ese nivel ahora, pero no digo que un futuro sí, pues no podemos estar, pero podemos ver a un Adame ahí, tú sabes, una cartelera, no, que sí, que una cartelera tranquila hasta que él suba a ese nivel. O una cartelera, sí, de Rohan, de Jan Santana, de Eury, de Endry, tú sabes, de Edwin de los Santos, que sí o qué. ¿Podemos ver eso o es solo eventos grandes que ellos quieren hacer? Estoy interesado porque en verdad, si ESPN dejó el boxeo y Netflix coge, tú me entiendes, coge 2 o 3 promotores y dice, oye, vamos a poner el boxeo aquí en este canal, todo el boxeo. Ay, papá. Ustedes no saben lo bueno que va a pasar aquí en este deporte. Ustedes no saben. Pero no. Vamos a hablar qué posiblemente es próximo para Terence Crawford. Primeramente, hay una posibilidad después de ganarse tanto cuarto, después indiscutible en 3 divisiones, ganarle el gran Canelo, que se puede retirar. Eso tenemos que tener consciente. El hombre tiene 37, va a cumplir 38 a fin del mes. Entonces, significa que él va a estar ya 38 años, retirarse me imagino que él ganó algunos 50, 70 millones ayer. Entonces, él se va a retirar cómodo, que él tiene cuarto, pero no sé si él quiere un chin más. Él dijo, tú me entiendes, que posiblemente él baja a las 160. Y tú sabes que tenemos un caballo bronco ahí que posiblemente esa pelea se da. Uno no sabe si él está buscando título. Y wow, qué gran oportunidad sería para Carlos Adames, que ellos ha hecho en sparring y eso está en YouTube para la gente que no lo han visto. Escriben ahí en YouTube, después del live, claro. Escriben ahí a Carlos Adames versus Crawford haciendo sparring y lo van a ver. Ellos han hecho sparring antes. Wow, tú te imaginas que a Carlos Adames decirle no a Janibek le llegó la pelea de Crawford, que tú sabes que ahí él va a picar mucho más que peleando con Janibek. Entonces, es una posibilidad porque él mismo dijo que él va a hablar con su equipo, va a hablar qué va a hacer, que él no sabe si él va a bajar a 160. Es una posibilidad. Y también hay una pequeña posibilidad que él le dé una revancha a Canelo. Primeramente va a estar confiado que él puede ganar otra vez. Y segundo, hay cuarto ahí, Canelo, olvídate, él sufrió una derrota, pero Canelo, un nombre grande. Ahora que si Canelo se atreve a coger la pelea otra vez, no te sé decir. Pero yo lo que te puedo asegurar, que si hay una revancha, ellos los dos van a estar interesados porque ahí hay cuarto. Déjame leer este super chat de The Nobody 92 que manda $5. Dice, Canelo dice que Crawford es mejor que Mayweather. ¿Estás de acuerdo con eso o no? No estoy de acuerdo. Primeramente, yo soy una persona mucho que me llevo por los resúmenes. Y esa es la mejor ganada de Terence Crawford en su resumen. Y esa misma ganada la tiene Mayweather y lo hizo más fácil. ¿Tú me entiendes? También añádale Pacquiao, a Cotto, a Mosley, a Diego Corrales. ¿No me entiendes? Entonces son muchos nombres que como que ya la calidad. Entonces, también si hablamos por estadística, Mayweather tiene el más grande porcentaje a golpe al oponente y el menos porcentaje al golpe que le llegaron. Entonces, estadísticamente, él es el mejor, tú sabes. Entonces, no creo que él sea mejor que Mayweather, no. Quizá tú sabes, todo el mundo tiene su opinión. Entonces, Canelo que ha peleado con Dodo, si esa es la opinión de él, bueno, él tiene su derecho y yo tengo el mío. Pero yo me baso mucho en resumen. Claro, y también en lo que veo, el estilo de Mayweather, a Mayweather, ese tigre era el diablo con su defensa, man. Ese tigre era duro. No creo que él es mejor, no. Con todo respeto, no. Ok, ahora vamos a hablar de qué posiblemente puede ser Canelo próximo. Canelo puede buscarse una revancha con Crawford, que dije, es una posibilidad. También, si vamos a poner, Crawford se retira, deja los títulos vacantes, él se va, busca un título vacante y se pone otra vez a buscarse su indiscutible. Es una división fácil, 168. Y Canelo, no hay un peleador en esa división ahora con derrota y todo que yo digo, no, el otro es favorito. No hay ni uno. Entonces, si yo me siento tan confiado así, yo creo que él puede unificar y cuidar si no salir indiscutible en esa división otra vez. Claro, si Crawford sale de esa división, si Crawford se retira, si Crawford baja a las 160, sí, eso es lo que yo puedo ver por él. Oye, y posiblemente él puede pelear con alguien, con dos peleadores que pelearon en el undercard, Christian Billy y Lester Martinez, que pelearon una guerra que terminó en empate. Y aunque tú sabes, a mí me gustaría una revancha entre ellos dos, porque vamos a poner que ninguno de los dos le llega una pelea de Canelo. Oye, la pelea obvia para los dos son cada uno de ellos, el otro. No, si tú eres Billy, después de esta pelea, ¿quién tú quieres pelear? La pelea terminó en empate, una pelea que entretenió mucha gente, que el mundo lo vio porque fue una plataforma grandísima donde pelearon. ¿Por qué no una revancha? Especialmente si los títulos están vacantes, ahí tú te buscas un título vacante, pero yo entiendo que si a uno de ellos dos le ofrecen la pelea de Canelo, coño, tú tienes que coger eso, tú tienes que coger eso, olvídate de revancha con este, olvídate, quedamos empate, está todo, yo tengo cosas más grandes. Pero no, pero ya que estoy en esa pelea, vamos a hablar un chin de esa pelea. Oye, esa fue una gran pelea, una gran pelea. La gente que estaban viendo y no solo estaban poniéndote, esperando el main event, se disfrutaron una pelea buenísima. Mucho back and forth, mucho tú me das, yo me doy, pelea en corta distancia, la presión que le estaba poniendo en Billy, la defensa que estaba teniendo Martínez ahí en corta distancia, usando a veces el Philly Show. Ahora, yo sentí que muchas veces Martínez le conectaba un uppercut o lo conectaba con un golpe y era uno a la vez. Cuando él le conectaba ese uppercut, yo creo que si él le hubiera con un gancho y recta después de eso en combinación, lo podía tirar, lo podía lastimar y cuidar si no lo para ahí mismo. Pero no pegó tanto en combinación y por eso creo que no pudo lastimar, ni que estase encima en Billy, porque en Billy estaba encima de él el tiempo entero. Otra cosa que no me gustó de Lester Martínez, que él estaba usando el hombro como una arma, que cuando en Billy se le entraba, él le entraba así, le subía el hombro y le pegaba así. Eh, uh, um, Eso es algo que referí, yo sentí como que no le dio suficiente aviso, posiblemente quitarle puntos. Eso es algo como él se conductó en la pelea, no me gustó en verdad. Pero no tuve problema con la decisión. Fue una pelea que a Chin Chin se la di más a Lester Martínez, pero en verdad no una pelea que uno se puede quejar. Dije que no, que yo sentí que ganó esto fue un robo, que no. Esto fue una pelea que cuando estaban anunciando la decisión, todo el mundo estaba así. ¿A quién ganó? ¿Quién ganó? ¿Quién ganó? Empate. Está bien, pues está bien, es verdad, como que se sintió así. Y yo no noté la pelea, digo yo sentí como en mi vibra, como que ganó Martínez, pero para yo sentarme aquí a quejarme, no tuviera justo, porque fue una pelea muy cerrada, una pelea, una guerra, y una pelea difícil para anotar para los jueces, porque había muchos momentos donde, wow, en Billy tiene 30, 45 minutos dándole golpes, viéndose bien, después Lester Martínez ahora tiene 30 segundos, después este tiene 15, después el otro tiene 45, digo segundos, yo digo minutos, segundos, y eran así, back and forth, boom, 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 boom. Entonces era una pelea difícil de notar y yo le doy gracias a Dios que salió empate y ninguno salieron perdedor. Y me gusta porque en verdad después de esa pelea fuera una lástima que uno de ellos, de los dos, salieron perdedor del gran esfuerzo que hicieron. Se vieron muy bien ellos dos. Posiblemente, como digo, una pelea entre ellos dos otra vez por un título vacante, una pelea contra Canelo, o tú sabes, Berlanga o Shiraz. Son varias peleas que puede pasar. Dame un segundo, mi gente. Ok, mi gente, posiblemente vamos a tener a Michelle Rivera aquí con nosotros. Así que denme un segundo, déjame ver si podemos hacer una entrevista ahora con Michelle Rivera, que tiene mucho tiempo que no pasa al canal, que él acaba de pelear este viernes. Y podemos preguntarle un par de preguntitas. Wow, qué gran, sería algo muy bacano para el canal. Y también quiero escuchar su opinión sobre la pelea de ayer. La pelea de ayer entre Canelo y Crawford. También quiero saber ojalá que él pueda entrar aquí con nosotros. Sabes que aquí en Broadway Joel las cosas caen de sorpresa y se dan buenas siempre. Pero no, para terminar lo de Lester Martinez y Christian en Billy, en verdad fue una gran pelea y estoy muy alegre que estaba en esa cartelera, en una cartelera así tan grande, que me imagino que los dos salieron con muchos más fanáticos que lo que tenían. Yo ojalá, yo quería, como si yo supiera que la pelea iba a ser así tan buena, anoto cuántos seguidores ellos tienen antes de la pelea y después anoto después de la pelea cuántos seguidores tienen. Y eso es algo que voy a empezar a hacer. Voy a empezar a hacer eso tú sabes, para tener eso como registrado. ¿Tú me entiendes? Uno dice, wow, de este evento, este se sacó 10,000 seguidores. De este evento, este se sacó, ¿tú me entiendes? Cualquier cosa. Eso es algo que voy a empezar a hacer. Deja ver los comentarios aquí. Escúchame, que estaba yo ahí hablando y no vi los comentarios. Martín Abreu, ¿qué es lo que mi hermano? Aquí. Déjame ver. Canelo es uno de los mejores todavía. Yo estoy de acuerdo. Pero él no está en el top 5 libra por libra. Lo dije yo, Canelo Álvarez y no estaba antes de la pelea en el top 5 libra por libra en mi libro. Porque ahí estaba Crawford, estaba Inoue, estaba Usyk, estaba Bivol, Bam Rodríguez, Junto Nakatani. Ya son 6 de la cabeza mía por encima de Canelo. ¿No me entiendes? Y posiblemente hay 2 o 3 más que no sé, pero olvídate que sea el 10 el número libra por libra. Ser el 10 es un logro. Es un logro. Claro, no es el top 5. Claro, no es el número 1 como él ha estado por mucho tiempo. Pero es una posición todavía buena. Él es uno de los mejores y el mejor boxeador de su división. Claro, sacando aparte a Crawford, que no sabemos si él va a estar todavía en esa división. Ok, ahora tenemos a mi amigo Michelle Rivera. ¿Cómo está, mi hermano?
Todo bien, mi hermano, estamos bien, todo tranquilo, gracias a Dios. ¿Y usted cómo se encuentra?
Muy bien, muy bien. Wow, tenemos mucho tiempo que no hacemos una entrevista. Muchas gracias por estar aquí en el programa otra vez. También te felicito en tu victoria este viernes pasado. ¿Cómo te sentiste en tu combate?
Muy bien, la verdad sí fue un campamento muy bueno de 3 meses y tuvimos el resultado que Dios quiso primeramente y el que esperábamos. Todo muy bien, la verdad, bien explosivo, me sentí muy bien.
Ok. ¿Cómo se sintió pelear en Dominicano otra vez? Que Tú, desde que te conocía, he peleado en Estados Unidos porque estaba haciendo tu carrera aquí. Cogiste una pausa, que vamos a hablar de eso, y te volviste allá a Dominicana, enfrente de tu familia, allá, tus amigos, tus amistades. ¿Cómo se sintió pelear otra vez ya en Dominicana?
Bueno, la verdad que muy bien. Yo, ¿qué te digo? Ya yo he hecho 14 peleas aquí en República Dominicana, mi primera 14 peleas,
Ujú,
13, mi primera 13 peleas. eh, y siempre lo había hecho así cerca de mi familia. Ya tenía 7 años fuera del país peleando afuera. Y volver
ujú.
aquí, estar cerca de mi familia, de mi madre, de mis abuelos, mis tíos, todo, fue increíble. Se sintió muy bien. El calor dominicano, usted sabe, muy diferente el público. Se sintió muy bien, la verdad que sí. Linda experiencia.
¿Cuál es la diferencia más grande de pelear en Estados Unidos y pelear allá en Dominicana?
Bueno, el español, usted sabe, y más el acento dominicano, usted sabe, dale, rompe la cabeza, o sea, es diferente la jerga que se utiliza. También
Ujú,
cuando se habla español allá, siempre mayormente son puertorriqueños o de otro lugar. Sí hay sudamericanos, pero hay una mezcla, usted ve,
ujú.
pero lo que más influye es, por lo menos en mí, es la familia. O sea, está ahí el barrio, fue mucha gente de mi barrio que me vieron crecer, entonces fue algo bien bonito, en verdad que sí.
Ok, ok, qué bien, qué bien. Ok, tenemos mucho que nos hacemos una entrevista, entonces queremos saber un chin más del tiempo que no hemos hablado. Tú nada más peleaste una vez en el 2023, una vez en el 2024 y una vez en el 2025.
Sí.
Eh, Entendemos que ya no está con Samsung. ¿Tú me puedes dar los detalles por qué tú y Samson Lukowicz ya no están trabajando como peleador y promotor?
Bueno, no puedo tuve, abundar directamente, pero la cosa fue ya que después de mi pelea con mi primera derrota
Ujú,
con Martin, pasaron cosas que no estaban supuestas, ya que aparte antes de yo estaba supuesto por los años tener la oportunidad de título mundial
ujú,
y era para que podía conseguirme eso tampoco, había muchas discusiones de por medio anteriormente por incumplimiento ¿cómo le digo? De oportunidades, peleas que
ujú.
no hacían sentido, llegaban a la mesa, que no tenían cierto propósito, o sea, que usted pelea para pelear con el campeón mundial y seguir escalando, pero ya llegó un punto que como que no dieron el paso, no querían dar el
Mm,
paso a conseguir la oportunidad esperada. Después de esa pelea, tuve, ¿qué te digo? Tuve interno. eh, antes de la pelea con Martin, me llevaron al hospital de emergencia por deshidratación, pero yo tenía un contrato firmado que tenía que pelear y tuve que pelear obligado, deshidratado,
¿Y
eh,
cuál pelea fue esa?
con Martin.
Ok.
Entonces, tuve 2 veces en emergencia, o sea, que perdí conocimiento, cortando peso. Me desperté en el hospital, la doctora decía que no podía, o sea, era algo más que te digo. No me gusta mucho abundar el tema, pero
Sí, sí.
el punto fue que no podía pelear por, por la falta de líquido que había en mi cuerpo, que no era normal que
Ujú.
hubiera falta de líquido, porque yo me había hidratado muy bien y yo tenía un equipo que se encargaba de todo eso de 4 años, ¿entiendes? Entonces, no tiene sentido que después de la pelea más importante, ese tipo de cosas hiciera falta, ¿entiendes?
Ok.
Entonces,
Ujú.
entonces,
Usted y tu equipo le dijiste eso a Samsung, como que, oye, vamos a cancelar la pelea, estamos deshidratados, caímos interno, y él dijo, no, es obligado.
no, yo no, porque yo no hablaba cuando tenía pelea directamente con Samson.
Ok.
Ya después de la pelea y antes de la pelea sí se podía conversar con él, pero no era como que siempre. Mayormente se comunicaban entrenador y promotor. El punto fue que en un momento cancelé, yo quise cancelar y me decían que, ¿cómo te digo? No te puedo decir quién, pero era obligado. Tenía que hacerlo a como de
Que no-
lugar porque ya, o sea, aún ya yo estaba en condiciones que no podía, tenía que hacerlo. Y tú sabes, como uno es dominicano, de donde venimos, viene uno de la pobreza, buscando la forma de darle mejor futuro a la familia. Muchas veces hay que tomar cosas que tú no quieres, porque tú tienes que
Ujú.
poner el plato en la mesa, el plato de comida en la mesa, porque tú tienes gente que depende de ti. ¿Entiendes? Entonces, por lo menos ese fue mi caso. Habían personas que dependían de mí, que debía yo estar, ¿qué te digo? Poner el plato en la mesa y no desperdiciar como te digo, pensando en que posiblemente hubiese futuras oportunidades también. ¿Entiendes?
Entonces, tú te arrepientas, no pisaste y decir, no, no voy a pelear, estoy malo. Te arrepientes.
No, no, no me arrepiento porque no hubo opción primeramente. Yo pienso que cada quien le pasan cosas en su historia. No hay una persona que haya llegado a lo más alto sin antes pasar dificultades. Se puede decir, yo pienso que esa fue la que me tocaron a mí y esa fue la que yo tuve que enfrentar. Entonces ya el día de la pelea no era yo, me encomendé mucho a Dios y yo pienso que Dios me protegió porque yo no cogí ningún golpe. Sí terminé mal, porque tuve que después de la pelea, cuando fui a Miami, me tuvieron que internar, porque o sea, lo que dijeron, los órganos se me podían comprimir por falta de líquido. O sea,
Mm.
ya el cuerpo, como no hallaba de dónde sacar agua, iba a comenzar a sacar agua de los órganos. Y ahí se me podían dañar los órganos y me podía yo morir. Entonces yo tuve
Wow.
en peligro, cosa que la gente no sabe. Lo estoy diciendo por esta vía para que te ve, no. Pero después tengo que lidiar con todo eso. Pasaron muchas cosas. Ya después eh, todo a mi alrededor apareció porque comenzaron la gente, ¿cómo te explico? Esto de las redes sociales son personas que la persona cuando quieren coger like o quieren coger view, acuden a lo que sean por coger 2 o 3 likes. Y sin saber la situación que yo me encontraba, comenzaron a decir que yo di positivo, pero que quisieron estar avalando que yo di positivo a, a esteroides y cosas como esas. Yo nunca en mi vida ni alcohol he tomado, mucho menos pondría yo eso. Entonces,
Ujú.
y le digo una cosa, que para que me pasara eso, prefiero que me aporte esteroides, que ahí sí le voy a dar una golpiza, que yo di que tengo un interno. ¿Entiendes? No tiene sentido yo que me pongan eso para yo subir weak, o sea, subir débil. Entonces,
Sí, sí.
se tuvo que lidiar con todo eso, se tuvo que lidiar con todo eso.
Ok, ok. Entonces, no tiene que dar los datos específicos, pero tú después de tu pelea con Fran Martí, peleaste un año después, diste positivo, hiciste tu suspensión y peleaste un año después con Sergey Lipinets y ahí todavía tu promotor era Samson Lukowicz, pero después de esa pelea, ¿cómo fue que llegaron de acuerdo? ¿Fue algo como que tú lo llamaste, él te mandó un correo electrónico o se venció el contrato? ¿Qué fue que pasó ahí? Porque después de eso tú fuiste con otro promotor que también quiero hablar de eso, pero ¿qué fue que pasó después de la pelea de Sergey
Bueno,
Lipinets?
antes de lo de positivo, las pastillas, yo tenía, mi equipo era que me daba todo de tomar y beber, yo tenía mi nutricionista y todo.
Sí.
Y pastillas eran pastillas de agua, eran para personas que tenían líquido. Eso le sacaba el líquido a las personas, el líquido de más. Si tú no tienes una enfermedad de retención de líquido y te dan esas pastillas, te puede causar un infarto. Entonces, por esa razón yo estuve interno, porque posiblemente estuve casi
Mm.
a punto de que me diera un infarto por causa de las pastillas que me estaban proporcionando, diciéndome que eran vitaminas, ¿entiendes? Y la gente distorsionó que era esteroides, donde eran pastillas para sacar el líquido,
Sí, un direct.
eh,
Ujú.
un diurético.
Okey.
Cosa
Y tú
que
espera, ahora que tú mencionaste ese, que fue un entrenador o que sí o qué, que te lo dio, ¿tú nunca pensaste en involucrar a la policía, buscarte un abogado para demandar o que sí o qué? Porque si
yo,
ahí tú estás diciendo que te endrogaron, como quien dice.
sí, 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 fue eso, pero no se puede, yo hice todo eso, pero hay
No se
cosas
dio.
que son más importantes que eso. Se trató y se buscó la forma, y muchas veces hay que dejar la cosa en manos de Dios, ¿entiendes?
Okey.
Por lo
Ujú.
menos es lo que se piensa. Hay cosas que son más importantes, como el futuro del sacrificio que yo estaba haciendo. es más importante que todo eso. Entonces,
Ok,
te puedo decir, ya después, con la de Sergey Lipinets, sí peleé un año después. Yo estaba dispuesto a hacer 35, pues yo podía hacer 35, pero la pelea fue ofrecida en 40 y decidimos tomarla en ese momento. Pero sí estábamos con él, pero ya no estaba, o sea, era como que ya el tiempo se había terminado, se puede decir, del contrato. O sea,
ok.
ya casi no quedaba muy poco. Ya se sabía que yo iba a quedar libre, porque tampoco hubo sabes, siempre hay cláusulas en los contratos. Y yo no me hice campeón del mundo, no me dieron un chance de hacerme, a tener oportunidad mundialista para poder extender
Ujú.
ese contrato, ¿me entiendes? Entonces,
O-
ya vieron comodidades, se hizo todo muy bien, no hubo inconvenientes, veo cositas, pero yo tenía mi abogado que trabajó en esa área, en la área de la liberación,
ok.
y ese fue, se
Eh,
tuvo.
ok, después de Samsung, tú eres agente libre. Me imagino que tú hablaste con varios promotores. Y después yo escucho la noticia que tú filmaste con Dimitri Salita, que lo encontré medio raro porque un promotor chiquito
Sí,
que en verdad no tiene mucha historia de
sí.
poner eventos grandes, de tener muchos campeones mundiales. ¿Por qué tú tomaste la decisión de firmar con Dimitri Salita? ¿De dónde viene esa idea?
Bueno, yo tenía mi abogado anteriormente, que era la persona que me había sacado de algunos contratos ya por cosas que habían pasado, de contrato de Samsung, todo eso.
Sí.
Y él trabajaba también con Clarissa Shields. Entonces me hablaba y me dijo que, mira, tú puedes conseguir posiblemente un contrato con un promotor más grande, que tú tienes el nombre, tienes el potencial, pero yo pienso que es mejor tú estar con esta persona, ya que esta persona tiene por lo menos un nuevo deal con DAZN,
Ujú,
ya firmó un nuevo acuerdo con DAZN, y yo pienso que él te puede hacer eventos estelares, ¿entiendes? Y puede dedicarse más a ti, porque cuando un promotor es muy grande, no se dedica 100% a un solo peleador porque tiene muchos.
ujú.
Entonces, hacía un poco de sentido lo que él me decía, hicimos un contrato a mi conveniencia, pero las cosas no salieron a como debieron de salir. Eran 3 peleas mínimos al año y él solamente cumplió con una.
Ok.
Y ya no
Eh,
era como...
yo le hice una entrevista, desgraciadamente nunca la saqué, nunca la posteé. Estaba muy ocupado porque ese era el tiempo de cuando Puello estaba peleando con Subriel. Entonces yo estaba más enfocado, tú sabes, yo como ese de boxeo dominicano, yo estaba en eso y nunca la posteé, pero yo le hice una entrevista y le pregunté sobre ti y le dije qué está pasando con él, con él y tú, y él dice que ellos te ofrecieron varias peleas y tú la estás tumbando y que por eso ellos no pueden cumplir con el contrato de 3 peleas al año. ¿Tú qué le respondes a eso?
Bueno, yo le respondo a eso, que si una persona, cuando un contrato de pelea o una oferta de pelea es cuando te dan el oponente, te dan la bolsa y te dan el lugar, ya ahí eso forma una oferta. Pero cuando una persona
Ujú,
te dice a ti, eh, el lugar, pero no te da la fecha ni te da la bolsa, no te está ofreciendo.
mm,
Quiere buscar forma de decir o de engañar de que ofreció sin haberlo hecho. ¿Entiendes?
ujú,
No me gusta, nunca tú me has visto faltando el respeto a nadie, pero es una persona muy baja. Yo nunca he conocido un promotor tan sucio y tan desagradable como esa persona, como Dimitri Salita. Yo a las personas que están aquí les exhorto, peleadores, que se mantengan alejados de una persona como él, porque es un extorsionador. Él busca la forma de firmarte y después ¿sabes qué me hizo a mí? Para aclarar por aquí mismo, en un momento buscamos la forma de que cuando yo peleé la primera vez, yo tenía que pelear mínimo 3 veces al año, porque eso fue lo que se acordó, con una bolsa mínima estipulada, dependía del oponente, o sea, se iba a negociar de ahí, no era que esa era la bolsa, se iba a
ujú,
negociar de punto, dependía de todo. Llegamos a un punto que se habló, la bolsa no era la correcta, pero el oponente, sabía que era bueno para mí, para yo mantenerme, y la bolsa no era que era muy buena, pero estaba pasable, ¿entiendes? Entonces, se habló, se llegó a los acuerdos, y cuando mandó el contrato de pelea, él lo que hizo, como él sabe que había incumplido ya, y ya se estaba acabando el tiempo, y él no iba a cumplir con las 3 peleas mínimas, el contrato iba a quedar roto porque era un contrato de 2 años, él lo que hizo que metió en, ¿cómo se llama? En el mismo contrato de pelea. Sí, en el mismo contrato de pelea, metió un acuerdo pequeño, reducido de una forma que tú no ibas a leer, porque es como reducido de una forma, y metió ahí un contrato, pero un contrato de esclavo. Él ahí metió un contrato de que él no tenía que pagarme, de que las peleas que él me ofrecía yo tenía que tomarlas, de que, ¿usted me entiende? O sea, es
Sí.
una persona sucia, ya tú se imagina.
Wow. Ok. Entonces, ¿cuál es el estatus ahora contigo y Salita? Tú, porque tú peleaste una cartelera de Schwan, ¿tú estás 100% agente libre? ¿Tú estás con Schwan? ¿O cuál es tu situación? ¿Tú todavía estás con él y estás haciendo
No,
tu movida tú mismo? ¿Cuál es tu estatus promocional?
yo no estoy con Chuan, yo estoy con Jorge Erasmo.
Jorge Erasmo.
Él-
Pero él está como manager.
sí, sí, y bueno, y hasta ahora como promotor también, vamos a poner en este caso. Pero es un muy gran trabajo. Pero que ahora mismo el contrato con Salita era automáticamente, decía, si tú no, si en 3 años, si un año no te da 3 peleas, mínimo, el contrato automáticamente queda nulo. Entonces, no hay forma. Ya
Ok.
soy libre por completo.
Ok, ok. ¿Y qué tan frustrado tú has quedado con el negocio de boxeo?
No frustrado porque hay que echar para adelante. Sí, un poquito decepcionado. ¿Qué le digo? ¿Usted me entiende? O sea, no como que no lo que esperaba. Me he dado cuenta que esto no es un deporte, esto es un negocio por completo. Esto ya
Ujú,
es más negocio que otra cosa. Y cuando tú más o menos, ya como te digo, tú escalas pensando que esto es un deporte, primero que un negocio, y que las cosas que tú te ganas te las van a dar porque te las ganaste, y te das cuenta ya que no es así. Bueno, un
ujú,
poquito fuerte y procesarlo, pero hay que procesarlo porque yo no voy a durar 10 años dedicándole a un deporte y que pues después yo guindar los guantes por tal persona o tal cosa, ¿no? Yo voy a luchar por buscar la forma de que todo tome su lugar. Y
y entonces tú nunca tú pensaste, voy a dejar esto de boxeo, voy a hacer otra cosa, nunca.
bueno, a todos los peleadores le llega eso, le llega ese pensamiento. El que me cosas, yo pienso que me miente. Pero nunca lo tomé así de serio. Sí lo pensaba, como que decepcionado, pero por el momento que me sentí decepcionado, porque yo amo el boxeo. Ahora, las personas que hay en el boxeo, no. Yo amo el boxeo es muy bueno, pero hay personas que están en el boxeo que lo hacen malo. ¿Entiendes? Entonces,
Ujú,
eso, pero estamos aquí tirando para adelante.
ok, ok. Eh, ah, bueno, ahora háblame de tu nuevo entrenador. Tú estabas entrenando primero con Herman Caicedo cuando yo te conocí. Después de la vaina que diste positivo, te fuiste para Massachusetts. Estaba entrenando con el entrenador de Jamin Ortiz,
Y González, sí.
Rocky González. Después escuché que tú estabas entrenando en Puerto Rico
Sí.
con un entrenador allá y ahora está con Salas. ¿Me puedes explicar? Ya sabemos por qué dejaste a Herman Caicedo, pero ¿por qué dejaste a Rocky González y después por qué dejaste el entrenador de Puerto Rico para Salas?
Bueno, mire, en ese tipo de cosas habían cosas que pasaron, obviamente, anteriormente, que comenzaron ya. Yo soy un peleador que me gusta estar en un lugar. Yo no soy mucho
Ujú,
de estar aquí, allí, allí, aquí. Me gusta más en un lugar. ¿Entiendes? Ya mejor tú conocer a la persona, estar ahí. Cuando me moví a Rocky González, a donde Rocky, la verdad yo me voy ya muy desconfiado de, de los entrenadores, se puede decir.
ujú,
Pero cuando conocí a Rocky, fue una persona muy atenta, leal, seria, buscó la forma de, por lo menos en mi momento más incómodo, siempre de mantenerme, que le digo, happy, o de buscarme otro entrenador fuera de él. O sea, siempre estuvo dispuesto a buscar el bienestar físicamente y mentalmente del peleador, ¿me entiendes? pero por circunstancia de problemas de contrato y de pelea, tuve que moverme, porque estaba haciendo campamentos pensando que las cosas iban a mejorar y las oportunidades no llegaban, porque habían ciertas dificultades en el camino. Entonces ya después me moví a Puerto Rico, pero todavía con Belvi García, otro súper entrenador y amigo también de mucho tiempo que conocemos, y me moví allá, pero tampoco la situación es quien hace que te digo, que las cosas cambien. No es como que yo me he ido por irme de esos lugares, sino que pasan cosas que uno tiene que le digo, cambiar o buscar otras oportunidades, ¿me entiendes?
Ujú,
Para entonces, eso es lo que pasó. Después ya comenzamos a trabajar con Jorge, que es una persona que ya yo como que te conocía, pero papi ya conocía mejor que yo. Y a lo que yo sé, una persona muy profesional, eh, su rol de manager y un buen ser humano. Y ya estamos trabajando de la mano. Él me dijo que la mejor opción ahora mismo, que le encantaría que yo estuviera entrenando con Salas. Eh, y ahora estoy allá con Salas, una persona muy experimentada, que yo pienso que también lo que le enseña, su estilo, se acopla mucho con el mío también. Un peleador
ujú,
movido, con escuela cubana, ¿entiendes? Y
ujú.
estamos para adelante.
Ok, ok. He sentido la diferencia de entrenar con Ismael Salas, porque Ismael Salas es un gran entrenador, le ha entrenado muchos campeones mundiales, actualmente tiene el caballo bronco, tiene a los dos ex campeones dominicanos, Puello y Mini Pacman, tiene a Lara. He sentido la diferencia de entrenar con Salas que entrenar con Caicedo y González.
Bueno, mira, cada quien tiene su libro de cómo entrenar. Me ha encantado estar entrenando con Salas, y de todo entrenador se toma algo especial, ¿entiendes? Cada quien tiene algo que dar. Y yo puedo decir que los tres son muy buenos entrenadores. Salas es un entrenador vamos a poner en este caso, con más experiencia mundialista, con peleadores ya o eventos. Sí, se ha sentido alguna diferencia, claro que sí, en la parte, porque con Salas, él es muy de perfeccionarte en lo que
Ujú.
tú. Él no es mucho, él claro te enseña, pero él es mucho de perfeccionarte, y sí, se ha perfeccionado, hemos caído muy bien, hemos complementado muy bien, pero yo siempre como complemento con los entrenadores, ¿me entiendes? Yo no tengo
Sí, sí,
problema.
sí, sí.
Entonces, sí, claro, también se ha sentido mucha la experiencia que tiene, claro que sí.
Ujú.
Sí.
No, no, y también, ¿cómo se siente la vibra? Porque yo he estado en el gym de Salas, ahí lo que está es cubano, dominicano y venezolano, colombiano, mexicano, eso es latino puro, casi como quien dice ahí. Háblame de esa vibra en el gimnasio y cómo te sientes, aunque tú entrenaste en Miami, me imagino que tuviste esa vibra similar, pero no tanto así como con pues, peleadores de clase A en un gimnasio.
Bueno, no, la vibra es excelente, en verdad, sí, se habla mucho de Dios, que es algo que también me agrada mucho.
Mm,
Estado mucho leyendo la Biblia, he estado mucho acercándome a Dios, y qué le digo, y sale una persona también muy creyente, y siempre como que debatimos de Dios, pero también la Biblia es muy latina, usted sabe, muy buena.
sí, 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 sí.
Cuando, eso sí que se trabaja, y cuando ya comenzó a trabajar se olvidó todo, pero antes de trabajar sí, la Biblia es muy buena, los entrenadores son muy alegres, siempre, y todo muy cool, la verdad que sí, muy cómodo, y el ambiente es muy bueno, muy bueno.
Ok, ok. Eh, ah, ok, entonces vamos a volver ahora de la carrera tuya. ¿Cuándo más o menos tú piensas volver al ring? Y si posiblemente tiene un nombre en mente o quiere llamar un nombre, habla aquí, que aquí muchas peleas se han hecho en este canal.
Sí, bueno, ahora mismo estamos trabajando de la mano, como le dije, de Jorge Erasmo, y esta es la primera pelea la que tuvimos antes de ayer. Sí, antes de ayer, entonces, no sé, más o menos posiblemente sea a fin de año, algo venga, ese es el plan, de pelear en Estados Unidos de nuevo en diciembre, enero. a inicios o a finales de este año, a inicios del otro. Ese es más o menos el plan, descansar un poquito, irnos de nuevo a campamento. La verdad no tengo nombre en la mente, estoy dispuesto al que sea campeón del mundo, no tengo que ver, ¿entiendes? Obviamente, siempre preferiblemente peleadores de otro lugar que de mi propia isla, pero estamos abiertos a, a esos peleadores, a esos campeones mundiales, Subriel, estamos aquí, que me dijo Batata una vez, entonces yo espero y un día el chat a Batata.
Entonces, tú quieres pelear con Subriel, tú sabes, en un futuro cercano.
Dime, yo no tengo de que peleador así en mi mente, pero claro, me encantaría, porque ¿por qué no? Él ya ha sido 2 veces campeón del mundo, que pienso que la pelea con Pollo la ganó, ¿me entiendes?
Ujú.
Y yo sé que fue así, pero usted sabe cómo es esto. Pero me encantaría, sí, claro que sí, enfrentarlo, me encantaría, con todo respeto, usted ve, yo no le digo Batata, pero él me dijo Batata, yo quisiera que él enfrente a la Batata, usted ve, y me dé el...
Ok, ok, ok. Aquí tengo a Juan de los míos que manda $5 de super chat. Muchas gracias, mi hermano. Dice, la salsa Ali fue uno de los primeros talentos dominicanos que me introdució al boxeo dominicano. Oye, ese es uno de los fanáticos tuyos más grandes, Juan de los
No,
míos.
se aprecia, se aprecia.
Ese, antes de dejarte, que quiero hacerte la pregunta sobre la pelea que pasó anoche. ¿Tú la viste, la de Canelo y Crawford?
Sí, pues yo me dormí como a las 3 de la mañana.
Estamos igual, estamos igual. ¿Qué pensaste de esa pelea? Una pelea, wow, que yo en verdad no esperaba que Canelo iba a perder. ¿Qué pensaste de la decisión y lo histórico que fue?
Bueno, yo creo que yo le iba a Canelo por el peso, no porque sea mejor
Ujú,
peleador, porque Crawford siempre tiene más recursos y es más peleador que, sea más completo que Canelo. Pero yo pensaba que la libra iban a hacer diferencia, los golpes, pero
ujú,
al parecer me equivoqué. Me sorprendió sí como Crawford asimiló los golpes y se vio muy parejo al tú me das,
ujú.
yo te doy, ¿me entiendes? O sea, como que no se vio afectado aún la libra. Y nada, yo sabía que se iba a hacer resultado. Si no lo noqueaba Canelo, yo sabía que Crawford iba a ganar esa pelea. Porque es mucho más peleador, es mucho más inteligente. Es total que tuvo el plan de pelea fue de él, mover a Canelo, desconcentrarlo, sacarle la lengua, reírsele, llavearlo. Y después ya en los últimos asaltos enfrentarlo, porque ya no iba a tener la misma potencia de golpes. Y
Ok.
así fue que le funcionó. O sea, estuvo muy bien,
Ok.
de verdad que sí. Claro que fue
No,
histórico, porque todo el mundo pensaba que iba a ganar.
no, estoy de acuerdo.
Sí.
Aquí está Juan de lo mío, dice que lo tengo que dejar entrar aquí a hablar. Muchas gracias por el super chat. ¿Está bien con usted que yo le mande el link para los fanáticos que entregaron su pregunta?
Oh, claro, claro, claro. Estamos claro que
Ok.
sí.
Ok, mi gente, voy a poner el link aquí en el chat para la gente que quieren entrar a hacerle una pregunta a nuestro boxeador Michelle Rivera. Aquí está The Nobody 92 que manda $5. En Dominicana estaba entrenando con Danny Nova. ¿Por qué dejaste de entrenar con él?
Bueno, que yo nunca he entrenado con él como profesional. Él alguna vez me dio algún entrenamiento amateur, se puede decir. Cierto, siempre no hice mucha pelea amateur, pero mayormente las peleas que hice, tuve cerca de él. O sea, estuve entrenando ahí en ese gimnasio porque me quedaba frente a mi casa. Pero después me moví a Maquitera. Cuando pasé a profesional, yo nunca entrené con él. Después de
Ok.
profesional ya.
Ya, tuviste tu respuesta ahí. Mi gente, te puse el link en el chat. Eh, la gente que quieren entrar a hacer una pregunta a Michelle Rivera, denle en el link y así podemos hablar. Pero no, me alegra que tú volviste al canal. En verdad, hiciste falta el canal.
Sí,
Sí, sí, y creo que tú estando aquí, el nombre tuyo se va a calentar otra vez, especialmente ahora que parece que tú saliste de la situación con tu promotor y va a
sí.
estar peleando más constante y me imagino en
Claro que sí.
un tiempo aquí en Estados Unidos en televisión y puede ser un gran cosa.
No, claro.
Pero no, oye, aquí se están quejando que Joel, antes leía los mensajes regulares, ahora solo lea los super chats. No, es que hay gente que están mandando cuartos. Si yo leo todo lo gratis, la gente, ¿para qué la gente van a mandar super chat? No tiene que, ¿no me entiendes? Aquí
Claro.
está José Mejía que manda $5 y dice: emoción, gracias, firmó. Oh, Edison García firmó con TKO. Lo dijo donde Franklin Núñez. Sí, sí, sí. Esa noticia yo la sabía, pero como no tenía el permiso de hablar de ella, no di la noticia. Pero sí, sí, él anunció eso donde Franklin Núñez. Oye, mi gente, le voy a dar 2 o 3 minutos. Si no entran a hacerle una pregunta a Michelle, lo voy a soltar porque él está aquí, le está dando el tiempo a nosotros. Pero tampoco lo va a tener aquí esperando mucho tiempo. Hoy hay ahora su chance.
Sí, claro,
Y
claro, claro.
exacto, exacto. Ok. Ahora entró este es uno de los fanáticos tuyos más grandes. Tengo aquí a Juan de lo mío.
El
¿Cómo está, mi hermano?
capitán, dime a ver, mi hermano, ese es de lo mío, él sabe que ese es de lo mío.
Sí,
Yo y él
claro.
hablamos cada rato y yo siempre le doy la gracia a él por su gran talento y su trabajo que ha hecho. Tú sabes que fuiste tú que lanzaste el movimiento. Tú no le has dicho esa historia a él, Joel.
¿Cómo así?
Pero mira, nosotros en Nueva
Ok.
York nos unimos como 10, compramos taquillas, tuviste a nuestra familia y te fuimos
Sí.
a ver a Brooklyn. Y yo y Joel ahí fue que iniciamos la idea de hacer un movimiento, pero no un movimiento de participar, de invertir, comprar tickets y traer gente a los eventos. Y hemos realizado ese trabajo, gracias a ti.
Ah, no, mi
Comenzamos
hermano.
contigo.
Sí,
Yo gracias a Dios primero porque eso beneficia a todos los peleadores dominicanos. Eso es algo, eso es
Vimos el
una buena.
fruto de eso en la pelea de Polanco.
sí, sí.
Llenamos casi una sesión entera. Y tú tienes que ver con eso.
Ah, no, no, hermano, muchas gracias, ¿verdad? Me siento halagado, ustedes.
Sí,
Sí.
ahora me está recordando, déjame hacerle el cuento bien a Michelle. Entonces, cuando tú peleaste contra, ¿cómo se llamaba? Jerry Rivera, era que se
Pérez, Jerry
llamaba.
Pérez. Jerry Pérez.
Pérez, Jerry
Ujú.
Pérez, allá en el Barclays Center en Nueva York. Yo le dije a él: oye, vamos ahí, par de gente, vamos a comprar los asientos juntos. ¿Tú me entiendes? Y él trajo como 5 o 7 gente. Yo
Yo la
traje como
primero te
dos.
estaba diciendo que tú estás como loco. Yo la veo tranquilo en mi casa aquí.
Yo traje 2 o 3. Y entonces éramos como un grupo de 9, 10, así. Tú, o sea, no te voy a vender que éramos un grupo de 100. Era
No,
un
claro,
grupo así chiquito.
movimiento, como quiera,
Sí.
imagínense.
Y
Claro,
entonces la disfrutamos, tú ganaste. Y yo le dije a él: oye, tú ves esto ahora, lo que estamos haciendo. Nada más somos 10. Ahorita somos 20. Después una sección entera, después 2. Y después el binden entero. Así mismo le dije. Y de hoy estamos empezando algo grande. Y poco a poco, y si cuando peleó Rohan y Jan Santana aquí en Nueva York últimamente, vendimos una sesión enterita de dominicanos, que eso era que todo
Dios,
el mundo que
Dios.
estaba ahí mirando así, mirando,
Los
la gente
boricuas se
que está,
asustaron, los boricuas. Yo ya que esto es todo dominicano
y
aquí.
todo esto dominicano, ¿de dónde viene? Eso estaba lleno de dominicanos. Y sí, es verdad, la primera vez que yo uní dominicanos para ir a un evento para apoyar el boxeo dominicano fue cuando tú peleaste contra Jerry Pérez.
ah, no, no, mi hermano, eso está muy buena
Ahí estaba
idea.
el varón también, el varón. Le quiero dar las
Sí.
gracias a nuestro Dios, a nuestro Señor, por mantener al varón en buena salud. Le doy las gracias, que Dios le siga dando sabiduría. Y lo aprecio mucho en tu vida porque has sido un león, has sido un guerrero, peleando por tu carrera, defendiéndote. Y que Dios me lo bendiga a él realmente. Y le doy las gracias que tú puedas aprovechar más vida con tu padre.
Hermano, es así, imagínense, ¿no? Mi papá ha sido un ícono en mi vida. Y mire, si no hubiera sido por mi papá que estuviera defendiéndome, mire, hubiera sido otra historia, para que usted vea.
Sí, el varón.
Muchas veces la gente ve algo desde afuera, pero no, no es como piensan en realidad. ¿Me entiendes? No,
Amén, amén.
imagínense. Es así,
No,
pero
no, que darle la gracia a Dios por su vida. Quería decir otra cosa más, Joel.
Ujú.
Mi hermano, como tú estás viendo ahora mismo el boxeo, el negocio del boxeo, que a las grandes promotoras no tienen contrato multiaño, lo están rompiendo a todito, las compañías se han echado para atrás, el negocio está cambiando un poco. Vemos que Turkey Areshik, Dana White, hay un poder ahí nuevo. ¿Qué tú crees de lo que está pasando? Netflix, ¿qué tú estás viendo?
Bueno, mira, la parte de Netflix está muy bueno, porque puedo decir que ahora mismo es una de las plataformas que más la gente disfruta y ve, ¿me entiendes? Y
Ujú.
obviamente un flow, otro flow.
Otro
Pero
flow.
así como tiene muchas cosas buenas, puede tener más inconvenientes, ¿me entiendes? Yo pienso que hay,
Mucho control en un lugar, mucho control en un lugar, lo que estamos diciendo.
sí, hay las oportunidades van a ser más escasas porque van a ser más selectivas, ¿me entiendes? Entonces, pienso yo puede afectar mucho también a cualquier talento que venga subiendo, que no tenga esa o ese nombre, ¿entiendes?
Ujú.
Eh, puede
Lo
haber,
que yo tengo entendido es que ellos están intentando de hacer una liga en la cual la gente no puede esconderse de un talento. Así como tú, que habían gente que no te daban la oportunidad porque te veían a ti como un peleador. Coño, espérate, es un chance y no hay mucho riesgo y no hay mucho dinero.
claro, claro.
Entonces se está diciendo que la fórmula de este negocio a gente como que son como los medianos, que no tienen un nombre grande, le va a beneficiar más porque los peleadores con sobrenombre no pueden esconderse ustedes. Tienen que
Sí.
pelear. Entonces, vamos a ver lo que va a pasar ahí.
Bueno,
Okay.
no, esta parte está buena, pero hay que ver porque todo trae lo suyo. Usted ve, hay que saber la historia completa, porque hay que ver
¿Y si te
que
llaman a ti para un contrato?
oh, mi hermano, estamos ahí.
¿Tú te atreves a entretenerlo?
Esa pregunta para su manager. No me le ponga presión. No me le ponga presión.
Porque sí, pero usted sabe, mi manager, yo sé que está buscando si es conveniente. Yo tengo mi representante, si es conveniente, yo sé que él va a dar el paso.
Ok, tengo aquí un super chat de $5 de Héctor Bermúdez. Muchas gracias, mi hermana. Dice salud para Michelle y su papá. Ellos están trabajando muy fuerte y si ellos siguen ahí enfocados para su meta, ellos van a lograrlo.
Ah, no, muchas gracias al maestro, a ti, Dios lo bendiga mucho, a él, a su familia y a su
Sí,
Dios lo bendiga mucho.
ok,
Eso
ok.
siempre se ha dicho de ti, Michelle, que tú eres un gym rat, tú eres una persona que trabaja mucho en el
Sí,
gimnasio y estoy esperando en Dios que venga esa oportunidad grande para ti y tu familia, que yo sé que
Ujú.
tú no la vas a dejar que se vaya por tus manos.
amén, amén. Así va a ser, yo sé que sí.
Sí.
Sí,
Yo
sí,
sé que
sí.
Había otra cosa más, Joel. Mira, esta es tu casa, loco. Tú hacías mucha falta. Tú eres uno de los talentos que nosotros, el movimiento, siempre andábamos buscando. No nos dejes solo a nosotros. Nosotros queremos verte, nosotros queremos. Tú nos representas bien a nosotros. Al pueblo dominicano, tú nos representas bien a nosotros. Tú eres un hombre de familia. Tú eres un hombre de mucho respeto. Y esas son las imágenes que queremos ver para nuestro pueblo en la arena pública. Ven
muchas gracias, mi
aquí,
hermano.
ven a darnos calor, porque nosotros te buscamos. Nosotros a ti te
Sí,
buscamos mucho.
estuvimos pasando algunas
Y,
cositas, pero ya estamos ahí, vamos a estar
y
más
cuando tú
presentes.
vengas, vamos a ver, y cuando tú vengas por aquí con una pelea, vamos a vender dos sesiones en el nombre de Jesús. ¡Vamos allá! Ya tú sabes, mi hermano, que voy a trabajar.
Ok, mi
Mira, yo
hermano.
estaba buscando la suera de Ali blanca. ¿Tú sabes la que tú estabas vendiendo?
Sí, sí,
Yo
sí.
tengo dos, yo tenía una por ahí, pero yo creo que la esposa me la mandó para Santo Domingo en una caja, porque no la hallo por ningún lado aquí. Te quiero, hermano, cuídate.
Juan, muchas gracias por la
Bye
llamada.
bye.
No, pero eso enseña que tú sabes, los fanáticos te hicieron falta aquí. Tú hiciste falta aquí en este canal y él es una persona que siempre ha sido muy gran fanático tuyo y me alegra que él tuvo el chance de decirte a ti. Tú sabes, porque él es una persona sincera.
No, claro, claro, no se le agradece, mi hermano, mucho y también a usted por tenerme aquí. Ahora
Ok.
estamos aquí ya presentes.
Ok. No, pero Michelle, le quiero dar muchas gracias por estar aquí en el programa conmigo. Eh, mucho tiempo. Ojalá que la próxima vez no dure así tanto tiempo para hacer otra entrevista y que la próxima vez que tenga una pelea pendiente importante y que vamos a hablar sobre eso. Estoy muy emocionado para ver qué pasa en tu futuro ahora que tú estás, tú sabes, con otro equipo de trabajo, otro entrenador. Quiero ver qué viene de próximo para Michelle Rivera.
Bueno, no, muchas gracias. Yo sé que van a venir cosas buenas y vamos a estar ahí mismo, ¿no? Ya yo no me pierdo tanto. Vamos a estar presentes.
Ok, mi hermano,
Exacto.
muchas gracias. Hasta la
Te
próxima.
bendiga mucho.
Ok. Ok, mi gente, wow. Una entrevista que tú sabes cae aquí en este canal que muchos no esperaban. Se aclaró mucho de lo que cuando él dio positivo, también se aclaró de lo que pasó con Eli Sampson, de por qué cambio de entrenador, eh, su situación con Salita, quién es su manager. Se aclaró mucho y me encantó la entrevista, en verdad. Él hasta llamó a Subriel Matías, que quiere pelear con él. Tú sabes, lo hizo respetuosamente porque es el estilo de él. Wow, en verdad estoy muy encantado que la relación entre yo y él se está recuperando y mira, él cayó aquí en este canal y se preció bien y sintió el calor de un fanático como Juan de lo mío, que Juan de lo mío siempre, antes de él, está así loco con Edwin Los Santos, él estaba loco con Michelle Rivera, que por eso fue que él fue la primera pelea donde fuimos y, 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 y compramos tickets para apoyarlo, para que él sienta el calor, para que no se siente es solo ahí, que después de una pelea uno está mirando a ver, buscando banderas, que él no tuvo que buscar mucho, que él desmontándose ese ring lo encontró rápido. Y eso es algo que, tú me entiendes, me gusta que un boxeador, que tú sabes, en verdad, porque yo sé que estoy como de todos los lados, pero eso es algo como que, por eso fue que empezó el movimiento, porque no le daban la oportunidad y cuando yo le preguntaba a los promotores, a los managers, no, es que no venden tickets. Y yo diciéndole, sí, ellos están dispuestos porque el dominicano gasta, pero usted la tiene que promocionar, usted tiene que ser, tú tienes que ser lo otro. Y no me escuchaban. Y entonces como que yo dije, déjame hacer el trabajo, yo mismo. Yo le voy a enseñar a ustedes como que sí. Y mira, poco a poco estamos enseñando que sí. Y cuando Juan me dice, tú no le hiciste cuento que empezó con él, que sí, ok, yo en verdad no me recordaba de lo que él estaba hablando. Y después yo dije, oh, sí, ya yo sé lo que él dice, yo sé lo que él dice, él está hablando de la vez que fuimos a verlo, pelear con Jerry Pérez allá en Brooklyn, que era como la segunda pelea ahí, ni era la primera pelea ni era ni coestelar ni nada, era como la segunda, tercera pelea del evento. Y como quiera, Michelle Rivera se encargó de vender 10 tickets ese día de parte de Juan de lo mío y Bro y Joel. Eh, pero no, mi gente, creo que vamos a dejarlo ahí. Estoy muy agradecido con toda la gente que le dieron like al video. Muchísimas gracias. Yo sé que hay gente que no tienen el dinero para mandar super chat. Hay gente que sí, y eso se lo agradezco muchísimo. Tú sabes, eso es dinero que ustedes se lo fajaron. Oye, y este para Bro y Joel, estoy muy agradecido. Pero la gente que no tienen y le dan like, muchas gracias, porque yo sé que usted le está dando like, porque usted apoya la página y apoya el movimiento, me quiere ver crecer y por eso le están dando like al video, para que suba y más gente lo vean y más gente le dé like. Pero no, mi gente, muchas gracias por ver este live. No, mañana no voy a ir live, posiblemente sea el martes mi próximo live. Pero mi gente, muchas gracias por todo su tiempo. Oh, no, dame un segundo, espera. Sabes que este canal es bacano. Dame un segundo. Vamos a ver, quizá le tengo otra sorpresa. Deja ver. Hold on one second. All right. Dame un segundo, mi gente. Ustedes saben que a veces hay gente que están viendo programas y ve la vibra y quiere entrar. Así que démelo un segundo. Vamos a ver, vamos a esperar cuánto, 10 minutos. A ver si se puede dar la vaina, si se puede dar la jugada. Pero no. Wow. El evento de anoche, también que quiero hablar sobre eso otra vez. En verdad, me dio fe que el boxeo puede volver otra vez para donde estaba. Tengo fe que sí. Tengo fe que sí, porque un evento así tan grande, que me imagino que mucha gente salieron ganando dinero, los boxeadores, los promotores, toda esa gente. Oh shit, I got my man here. I got my man Hector Bermudez. ¿Qué lo que? What's up, my man?
What's going on? You see me sweating here, man, on a Sunday.
All right, man. You just ran around the gym. Like, hold on, let me act like I'm about to go on Broadway Joel Kano.
You know what I mean?
What's up, my
Put
man?
a little bit of
Para confundir el enemigo, déjame tirarme. What's
I
up,
got
my
my
man?
boys here, man. We working. You see my boy here?
All right.
Soldier up, son.
Who's that? That's Scooby?
Yeah, Kurt Scooby.
My man, what's up,
I
brother?
got my man here, Antoine Vanacore.
What's going on? That's what's up. Some work today on a Sunday, man. No days off to these guys then.
No, Rohan just worked out too just now.
Really? Okay. And any news on Rohan? Any word on when he coming back, or y'all just staying sharp?
No, just he's staying sharp always. But no news yet. Trying to work something out with something. We're probably gonna need your help, of course, with the promotion and stuff. But I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Huh? Simon, hold on a second, George.
All right. Cool.
We gotta leave the timer on.
While Hector does that, man. Yo, I'm very encouraged about boxing. Yo, now that you back, what did you think of Terrence Crawford beating Canelo Alvarez? That's something, I'll be honest with you, I ain't expect. Not because Crawford ain't talented. I knew that Crawford could beat him if they were the same size, but I just thought the size difference was way too much. And he beat him clear. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, exactly what you said, right? You would say that. I mean, you said it. You answered your own question. You said you would feel that he would beat him if they were the same size, and he put on the weight pretty good, right? And they was the same size.
Yeah, he didn't look small at all. They looked about the same size. He's a little taller, but that everybody's taller than Canelo. But he as far as like weight wise, they look like they was in the same division.
His team did a hell of a job, right? Hydrating them, all right, putting the right muscles on.
Yeah.
He didn't get stiff with it. It was a hell of a job.
What impressed me most was, he was taking some hard left hooks to the body, and it never slowed him down. He never winced. He never looked affected by those left hooks at all. That really surprised me because I know Canelo cracking. I know Canelo got power, and Canelo was landing pretty consistently from round 1 all the way to round 12.
See, every time I get on, it's like, I can't get on without.
Demasiada fama le estoy dando. You know, it's funny. I really couldn't hear him because you got the headphones on. So
He
it's easy.
said nobody on here speaks English. I don't know why. He said I'm bored. I'm listening to you guys, and I can't understand. So nobody on here speaks English. So start speaking English.
No, no. The thing is that, right? So my fan base has to understand, and I'm saying this in Spanish and English. I'm a translator. Yo, I'm bilingual. So like I'm gonna speak to some guests in English because we're more comfortable in English. I'm gonna speak to some guests in Spanish because we're more comfortable in Spanish. This is a bilingual channel. Eh, entonces, uno tiene que entender que es un canal bilingüe, que hay cierto, tú sabes, gente que entra, que yo le hablo español. Mira a Michelle Rivera que habla inglés y español, le habla español. Pero yo y Héctor lo sentimos más cómodo hablando en inglés. Entonces, le di 1 hora y pico en español, ahora le voy a dar en inglés. Chanceame. Hoy te roban, chanceame.
No, pero Rohan está aquí ya 10 años y no sabe inglés todavía. Ese es el problema de él.
Ese tiene que buscar una blanquita o algo que le enseñe.
Una blanquita, una morenita, algo.
Right? cualquiera.
O las dos.
O las dos, ¿verdad? Nah, man. But yo, what'd you make of the event though? Yo, the event was like, I was surprised just how successful it was. It was yo, you had all types of celebrities. The third highest gate in boxing history. It was free on Netflix.
Who's the first? Who's the first?
Mayweather Pacquiao, and Mayweather McGregor. Yeah.
That's the highest gross or the highest in attendance?
Highest gross.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, good.
So this was the third highest, and it was free on Netflix. And like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, when I got casuals, dudes I know haven't watched boxing in years, coming up to me, yo, what you think of the fight? Or yo, who won the fight and this and that? I'm like, yo, this event was a big event. It felt like a Mayweather fight all over again. I haven't had that feeling in a minute, to be honest with you.
What do you think about Crawford? You think he should stay at 168 or you think he should go down?
I think he should retire, bro. You 38, you undefeated, you went you won undisputed at 40, at 47, at 68. You were lineal at 135. You had a belt at 154. Like, what is there to prove? There's nobody at 68 I really want to see him against. 160 is a dead division. I personally would love to see the Adames fight. Would love to see him get that bag. But, you know, that's not a big money fight. That's not a big legacy fight. So I don't, if I'm in his shoes, this is a sport where you get hit in the head for a living. I made a shit ton of money from the Spence fight to the Canelo fight, not including the other paydays in between. I would just walk away if I'm in his shoes. Now, what I want him to do, I don't know what I want him to do. Maybe
he's
a rematch.
Still young, right? Motherfucker's like a big kid. He's young.
38.
Like in spirit though. He just seems young, you know.
And he always in that gym. He always in that gym. He be sparring. He be always posting pictures with Shakur and shit like that.
Always wrestling and playing, and he's he got a good vibe.
Yeah.
Hold on, give me a second. Hey, when you blocking like this, you don't have to come back over, right? You can block the one tweet with your shoulder and with this here. Like, you don't have to just open yourself up, right? You can just keep it close right there.
Yeah, but if he goes like that, he could also, if he wants to bring it here, he could dip to the right. You know what I'm saying? He could also do that. Yeah. I'm just helping you out, Hector. I'm just helping you out. I'm your assistant.
I appreciate it. The language, we talked about your boxing language.
Yo, bro, I'll be so self-conscious now. I'll be like, yeah, because Eldy said then, I'll be like, You know, I'm that self-conscious about it.
Nah, but when you came here, you surprised me. You had some moves with you. It wasn't like you. I guess it's you're kind of constricted in your space right there. That's why
I
it
am,
looks like
I
that.
am, I am. I
You
like,
can't
you know
really
what's
dip too low because the mic is there. So
yeah. You know what's funny though? I like, I'm a little on the heavy side, and people always get surprised how athletic I am. Is always pretty funny. Like it's a funny reaction. Like I
and a
remember I
lot of
was playing.
people don't know. Like how tall are you? Like 6'2", 6'3",
Nah, I'm 6'1", 6'1".
6'1". They don't know
Yeah,
how tall you is either. You're not a short guy.
yeah. I remember I played softball. Well, I forgot when it was. It was either. I think it was earlier. I think it was last year, and I was on first base, and some guy hit a ball, and I scored from first, and everybody's like, "Was that Joel running?" Like, I was like, "Yeah, man. I used to be a fucking football player. Like, I'm fast. Like, I know how to." I used to be an athlete. Am I an athlete now? No, I mean, but I used to be. It's still in me a little bit, you know.
What's the next event you going to? What's up with your event, man? You had a successful one. When's the next one?
Oh, I was thinking of having one in October, late October. So and just another one with same spot. Yo, because that spot was real nice, man. They treated us good, the food was good, people there was drinking and stuff like that. The waitresses was fire, you know what I'm saying? I you don't gotta be hungry to look at a menu, you know what I'm saying? The waitresses was fine. It was pool tables and everything. They had the punching thing, and they want me to throw in another one. They're like, "Yo, when's the next event?" So I definitely want to do one, but I gotta have boxes like confirmed. I had a couple cancellations. Won't mention names. We had a couple cancellations. I need to do it. I need to promote it with more time. That was my first real event, so I learned a lot from. I made a lot of mistakes that I learned from, but my next event is gonna be better. My next event is gonna be better. I was thinking late October, maybe early November. We'll see. We'll see. You know.
What's one of the mistakes you made?
No quiero dar los códigos aquí. No que it's just a lot of just pretty much. Honestly, the biggest mistake I made is one, I didn't give it enough promotion. That's one thing, and two, I didn't give myself enough time to promote. That shit just snuck up on me. I was like, damn, yo, that shit is in 2 weeks, And then I was kind of
Yeah.
promoting last minute, kind of like this. And certain people were like, damn, like I got to get off work, or had I known earlier, or I left the DR that same day. I would have left the DR the next day because I really wanted to meet, so and so boxes and stuff like that. So, yeah, no. We'll see. We'll see. But I definitely the boxes. I was encouraged because the boxer themselves was asking me when's the next one. Like Joan
Nice.
Joan and Hendry was like, yo, when's the next one? I had a lot of fun, man. Like this shit was dope. Yo, a lot of Hendry and Edwin de los Santos stood there after the event. I left. I packed my shit up. I did this, all this, my clothes, my merch, my banner, all this. I packed it up. And I was like, all right, I'm ready to go. And they were stood there playing pool. Because the spot is real nice. Like the spot is fire. So I was like, all right, I just went, gave them a dap and
It's in
dip.
Queens, right?
It's in Queens. Yeah. It's in Queens, like literally 1 block away is Brooklyn. Like it's really like right at the borderline of Queens and Brooklyn. You walk 1 block, was it west, and you're in Brooklyn. Like that's how close. And so if you live in Queens, you live in Brooklyn, it's perfect,
That's awesome. I can't wait for the next one, man. I'm definitely attending the next one.
Yeah, man. I'm developing a relationship with some people from the Ring 8, and they hold meetings and all that. And I was saying, like, next meeting, maybe we do it at Puerto Plata, and I could bring some of my Dominican fighters, and we could clash their audience with my audience and kind of mingle it up, make it look bigger, have the Dominican boxes there, mingle with them, have me as a translator, introduce them to different kind of people, who's that, Scooby?
Yeah, he said he got.
Yo, you gotta take off the AirPods for me to hear
hold
him.
on a
I
second.
can't
Hold on
hear
a
him.
second.
And I got a fire question from a super chat, but I want to chat with my man Scooby first.
Yo, I
Well,
got
I
some
hear you now.
Dominican. I took a 23andMe already. I got Dominican, Puerto Rican, African, Jamaican, all that.
Hell yeah, you already know, man. Yo, matter of fact, talk about your fight. You fighting in New York, right?
Yeah, we showing up, showing out, as
Yeah,
always.
yeah. Talk what date, opponent, weight. Talk to me.
Uh,
Promote you.
you know the thing is, I don't know. The thing is, I just show up and show out like always. Make sure I make weight. I'm in the gym right now when everybody's sleeping. It's 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock somewhere else. It's game time, baby.
There you go. There you go. Uh, uh,
September 19th, Sony Hall Theater, New York, New York. Right down the street from Times Square. You take
all
you
right.
take 2 minutes, you're in Times Square. If you come to my fight, you gonna enjoy the sights.
That's what's up. That's what's
Oh,
up.
ramen and everything. What the
There you
fuck?
go. My man spitting bars out here. Oh, hold on. I got your boy. I got your boy joining me. I got your
Hector
boy Jose Corpus, man.
Ah, my guy.
Bermudez.
Let's
What's
go
up, guys?
with it.
What's up,
What's up,
guys?
my man? Yo, everybody here, that's my man Jose Corpus, author of the Four Belt Era. If you haven't bought the book, you playing yourself. You're not playing me, you're not playing him, you playing yourself. So go on Amazon.com, go buy this book, man, for sure. This book is fire. Trust me. Uh yo, Jose, now that you came in, talk to me about what you thought about Canelo Crawford. What was your thoughts on this fight?
Well, first of all, I thought it was a great card, top to bottom.
Great card.
Yeah, Turkey's really putting on some good shows. At least the ones he's doing in America, they're loaded. The only fight that was kind of a little out of place was the Vargas Jr. fight. That probably
Yeah.
should have been the first one. But I get it. You know, Dana White probably flexed his muscle, put his man on right with Callum. I think it's good to have some prospects on big shows, though, so, right? We can see a little bit of the future. But top to bottom, the Lester Martinez fight, we got to talk about him a little bit.
Oof.
Yep. And
Yeah.
no, I mean a great fight. And yeah, I mean, what more can you ask for, man? Crawford did his thing.
Yeah. What where does that win rank in history? I don't want you to, maybe that's a bad way of putting it. What win is that comparable to in history? Because I know, you wrote a book, The Four Belt Era, but if this guy is wiping out whole divisions and becoming undisputed, he's doing what the boxers of the past have done. He did it at 140, he did it at 147, and now beat the top guy at 168, the clear lineal undisputed champion. So he's a 3-division undisputed, 4-division lineal champion. Talk to me about Crawford's career legacy and what does that win equivalent? Where's that equivalent to in history?
Well, he's the only lightweight champ to beat a reigning middleweight champ. So that alone puts him in a unique middleweight and higher, right? So that puts him in a unique situation. Now, if we had 4 belts back from the beginning of time, even still, he's neck and neck with Sam Langford and Henry Armstrong. So there'd be only 3 guys that have done what he's done from lightweight to middleweight. Well, Henry was featherweight. Henry went featherweight to middleweight. He went lightweight to
super middle.
Yeah. A couple middleweights like Harry Greb and Mickey Walker and James Toney and Roy Jones kind of covered middleweight to heavyweight, right? But I mean, we're talking 10 guys at the most, maybe 7 guys. So he's up there with very exclusive company. Ain't too many people in a lifetime that you're gonna see that could cover that kind of poundage.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask both of you a question. This is a tough question, even for me. Who's number 1 pound for pound right now?
I would give it to Crawford, but it's between 4 guys. It's Usyk, Crawford in the way, and you could throw Bivol in there because Bivol got some big heads with Canelo and Beterbiev, right? Yeah. But I would lean Crawford. You got to go with who's hot at the moment, and every time they fight, that could turn upside down. But I'll go with Crawford.
Okay. How about you? How about you, Hector?
Yeah, I won't even bother arguing with somebody because they're gonna argue you to death at this moment in time. So Because of the popularity at the moment, I would just say I don't really get into the pound for pound list too much, but yeah, I would. For argument's sake, I would just say Crawford and keep it moving.
Yeah, we got a unanimous decision because that's who I got, man. And I've been somebody who's been critical and tough on his resume and his wins and stuff like that. And I always had Inoue ahead of him in the pound for pound rankings, but I can't do it anymore. This man is clearly number one pound for pound, in my opinion. You beat Canelo, moving up from 54, only one fight at 54, and you move up to 68 and beat Canelo. That's just so impressive to me. It's not even funny, and did it on the biggest stage possible. This was the biggest event of the year, and you could say he boxed, but he wasn't running. He stood there in the pocket at times, and he boxed smart. He took shots to the body, some vicious body shots that never seemed to hurt him. I just got to give it to him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to both Usyk and Inoue. Those guys are great. I'll add Bivol too because Bivol's super nice. But nah, I got to give it to Crawford.
I just know that there was a time, and there was a time where like you just held the pound for pound list regardless of what until you lost.
Right.
And now it's just like people always just flip flopping.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, part of that is because these guys are only fighting once a year too, so it's hard to give it to somebody who hasn't done nothing in 10 months when there's somebody else doing something.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's basically a 3-4 way tie though at the top anyway.
Yeah. This is the toughest number one pound for pound I can remember since I've been following boxing. There's always been pretty clear. It was Roy Jones at one point, then it was Mayweather, then it was Pacquiao, then it was Mayweather again, then it was like Andre Ward for a little bit, and after that it was Canelo, and then it was kind of Crawford, yes, and then Inoue and Usyk started coming up, and after that it's just been a 3-way war for that number one spot.
It's like a little rodeo dance back and forth.
Yeah. It's been something crazy. I have a $5 super. Oh, go ahead, Jose. My bad.
No. Hit the super chat. That's important.
Yeah, I got a $5 super chat. Interesting question from the Nobody 92 with a $5 super chat. Yoenli and Eldy been going back and forth. Seems like nobody wants to fight Yoenli, but Eldy wants to smoke. Is that a fight that's next for Yoenli?
That's you, Hector.
Yeah, I would. I don't know. I like. That's my guy. I like him a lot. Udi.
Mm-hmm.
I like him a lot. So I wouldn't want him to have to take that fight.
What do you make of the back and forth?
Oh yeah, I mean it's good. I mean if you keep, if you stick around the barbershop long enough, you're gonna get a haircut.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta get a better camera because I look like I'm underwater compared to you two guys. You guys looking all pretty and clear and shit.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted it like that.
Nah, I don't know, man. It's like a foggy day over here.
You on the webcam that the laptop comes with?
No, I got an extra one. Whatever I bought it cheap. Whatever Amazon wanted. Whatever Amazon had on sale.
I gotta set you up. I gotta go to your crib, set you up nice or something. I gotta get you right.
So there was actually about that fight. There was I remember I was messing with Rob. Big Rob is the manager of Yoenli.
Mm-hmm.
And I was messing with him, and out of nowhere, he was talking to someone else. I forgot who he was talking to. I don't know if it was somebody on Udi's side or something, but he was like, they was ready to like bet $100,000. And Rob is serious. When I be messing with him, he's serious about his business. And he was like, I bet $100,000 right now, and and I'm like, I'm just playing, son. I'm just playing. I don't.
ain't no use to betting $100,000 or a fight that's not signed. I'll say that. There's not. It's not.
No, but they go forward. I mean, I don't know. It's up to the the promoters and that. Honestly, I don't think Udi's I don't think he's developed enough for it. I think he should just keep developing his fights, and I think that he should keep learning more, especially on how he sees the punches coming at him and his and his hand placement.
Mm-hmm.
He should work on that, and then he'll have a better chance then.
You trained Eldisa then you for a bit, right?
Yeah, for that man, the talent level is amazing. How how hard he hit with both hands, and like what I can do with that body structure.
Mm.
I could do so much with it, and I'm sorry, I have to speak the truth. I don't like how he's not that he's developing, but the process that how many years he been pro now? He's been pro for a little while now.
He was in the Olympics. Wasn't he with the same Olympics as Rohan?
2020.
I believe so. I could be wrong, but I believe that's the Olympics. Oh no, he was in the one before that. He was in 20. Let me check before I don't remember, but I believe he was in the same Olympics with Rohan. So it might have been 2020. Let me double check so I could be clear. I don't want to misinform anybody.
How long you had him?
2020. Yeah, 2020.
Yeah,
How
so
long were you with him, Hector?
not too long because some people was gonna. I was trying to work out a deal with him. I think I structured. So he was signed to Porter. Porter's dad.
Yeah, Kenny
So
Porter. Yes.
he was signed to Kenny Porter, but it was a weird contract. It wasn't like an official contract. I think the contract was done just for him to get a visa for him to come see his brother fight or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But still in all, it was still a contract. So we had to get rid of that, and we didn't know how now that he was an Olympian, how Kenny was going to act, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't going to act no type of way, but we had to get a release from it. And while he was here, I had like three of the top managers like warring for him. I probably like structured the best deal that I ever structured ever, and out of nowhere, in the mix of all that, he said, I need to go home for a second. So we get him a ticket, we go home. And then his brother started meddling in. And then I backed away, and his brother signed him to
Trifon.
no Kaufman.
Yeah, Marshall Kaufman is the promoter, the manager.
Yeah. And I'm like, why would you sign with Kaufman? Kaufman is an awesome individual. But then from Kaufman, you got to go sign with the big promoters. And I was already talking to all three of them. I was in the mix of talking to Matchroom, Top Rank, and PBC.
But wait, you when you said you were talking with them, were you talking with them as a manager capacity, or like
No,
why were you? I thought you were a trainer. You a manager? You were advisor?
So at the time I had fighters with all of them.
Okay.
So I'm it's not. I wasn't acting like a manager. I just wanted the best for him. I mean, I wasn't gonna be his manager. I just wanted the best for him.
I got you. You were kind of letting them know, like, yo, I got a fighter that I'm training. Y'all should really sign him. He's super
and it was like, and then actually no, I never had to even do that. They was calling me because they was chasing after him. They find out he was here with me, and then when I was talking to him, well, this one's saying this. Well, can you beat that? And then I'm like, this one's saying that. Can you beat that? And they were just outbidding each other. But whatever, I'm not afraid to say it. His brother meddled in, and then they got with Kaufman, which they're fine. I just think that they would have been with Top Rank or Matchroom a lot sooner. And if he would have been here, he would have definitely developed the impediments that I'm seeing now.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll see what happens. Everything happens for a reason.
Hector, when you say unofficial contract, you mean it wasn't filed with the commission? You mean?
Oh no. So we were just talking the numbers. We never signed a contract or anything. Oh, you talking about
Original.
with Kenny. So no, it was I don't know if it was or not. It was just like I think so. Then later on, I found out I just left it alone, and then later on, I found out that he said it was taking too long. So then I was like, oh yeah, well there was contracts in the way that we had to deal with first.
Yeah.
And then they just I think they said like fuck it, we just gonna sign it because it's not an official contract anyway. Then but the people that I'm talking to, they're serious. Like, yo, he got a contract. Let's rectify that first.
Right, of course.
Okay. Man, it's a lot of stuff people don't know what's going on through the journey of a fighter and what
But
happened.
I think he's like personally he's a really good kid. Both of them are they're doing their thing. Um, but I think that he should have definitely consulted with someone else besides his brother when it was time to sign. And but they seem like they make like his attitude. He seemed like he make the best of any situation, anyways.
Well, he got no
So
choice at that point.
Yeah, no,
uh,
but you're right though. They're very positive and
yeah,
happy people, man. Those are really good people, like good kids. Like their father did a good job raising them.
Kaufman ain't the worst place to be though. He could make some the champ. But
No, and what I, and
but
what I
what Hector's saying though.
Yeah, no, and what I like what Kaufman has done. So LD has fought on a PBC, the YouTube portion when they were on Showtime. He's
Right.
fought on the Zone, and now he's with Top Rank. He's fought on ESPN, wherever
Right.
top. And then Top Rank right now they don't got dates, but guess what? LD just fought on one of their cards in PA, so they still keeping him active. They still getting him a little check here and there. So I personally like the job King's Promotion has done with him. Now, as far as what you're saying with the signing bonuses and this and that, and where he would have been if he went one route, I can't speak to that. But the job King's Promotion has done as a small promoter, I honestly can't say anything bad about it. I can't say they should have went left when they went right. Nah, I feel like they've done a good job.
no, they're definitely doing a job. Marshall Kaufman is an experienced individual. He's gonna know how to navigate the ranking system. He's gonna know how to push you forward. But at the end of the day, if I'm on my guy's side, I'm like, that's an extra big check that you're cutting out where you was already there.
Yeah, man. Yo, I'm looking at LD's record. It's 13-0 and 13-0-1 with 12 knockouts. That's a knockout percentage of 92.31. How hard does he hit, man?
No, he and not only that, he know how to place some body shots, man. I can't when he was did you see the fight that he lost in the Olympics?
I did. He was hitting this guy was
Man, how
fucking
did that dude survive? That was crazy. I
but
mean, he
that
was
dude's
hurt. He
tough.
was withering. He was tough. Yeah.
That dude, you saw how that he's talking about the Ukrainian dude, Alexander Kizniak. You saw how he lost in the gold medal match?
No.
Bro, this shit was like out of a movie. So he's beating this Brazilian dude up. Like, I'm talking about fucking him up bad. And at one point in the third round, there's like 30 seconds left. This Brazilian dude just takes a quick step back and cracks him with an uppercut. The dude drops. I mean, like a fucking feather. Whoop! He gets up and the ref stops the fight. He's like, no. He runs from one rope to the other. He's like, I'm good. I can fight. I'm good. And the ref was like, no, it's it. Because, in the amateurs, when you get dropped, they're quick to stop it.
Yeah, they're quick.
He was good. He would have survived the round, but he was hurt, though. I will say that. And he got a silver medal. And he didn't go pro. And then in these past Olympics in 2024, he won a gold medal. Yeah. So he won silver in 2020 and gold in 2024.
And he's not pro now. He's still amateur.
I think so. I could double check. Let me see if I can find it. But
he's from where you said? From Russia?
He's from Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Yeah, no, he actually Yeah, but I'm looking on his box rec. His last fight was the Olympics. He is older though, if I'm not mistaken. How old is this guy? I think he's like 34 or something. And I say older like to make your pro debut and shit like that.
So,
And that style, man, he wouldn't last long in the pros with that style.
Yeah. Yo, but Udi was man. Udi definitely probably softened him up for the
for the pros.
Yeah, he's actually
his
not that
next fight.
old. He's 30 years old. He's 30 years old. I don't know why.
But that guy that he signed at what is it? Tree Farm Petrol, something like that.
Yeah.
He's kind of a real deal manager.
No. I've spoken with him many times.
He got a lot of fighters.
He definitely do, and he had some years in boxing too.
I remember when his guy lost Malik Montgomery. He lost.
Yes.
That I hung out with him a lot that fight because Kurt Scooby fought that day, and he's a good dude. He's a good dude, and he look out for his fighters.
Yeah, he's also the manager of Cristian Pinales. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah. And he just fought, right? How he looked?
His fight got canceled.
Okay.
Yeah. Yo, but one thing, circling back to the Crawford Canelo thing, yo, they got to do something about the time, man. That shit came on at 1 a.m. Like, come on. Like, if my son, let's just say I had a 12-year-old son.
We're complaining about the time.
Yo, it's the truth.
We got Canelo Crawford, and we complaining about the time. Come on, you got to stay up, son.
Yo, you don't know how many people I know personally that when I went to work today was like, who won the fight? Man, I heard Crawford won, but it was too late. I fell asleep. Like at least 7 or 8 people told me that today. And you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie because I came from Vegas and I was hurting, but I stayed up. But I was hurting though. Well, I was hurting to stay up.
Yeah, I don't know. My man Jose internet hurting right now. My man stuck in a twilight zone.
Yeah, he's funny.
But nah. I think that's something boxing needs to correct. Let me get Jose out of here, man. I don't want to do him like that.
He stays on. Do it like that. Hey, Jose, hop back on.
Hop back on, man. I'm hop back on. But yeah, so yeah, I was like, damn, man. So I went to Dykeman to go watch that shit. And I had to drive back to Queens. Yo, I ain't go to sleep until like 2:45, 3 a.m. I'm like, for a boxing match, like I'm doing it because I'm a hardcore and I'm gonna do it anyways. But if I'm a regular casual fan and you trying to grow the sport, you cannot do that to the consumer. You have to take into consideration the product you're delivering to the consumer. And I'm not the only one with that complaint. You know, the customer is always right. And at the end of the day, fans are the customers, whether they watched it for free on Netflix. Actually, it's not for free because they have a Netflix account. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I actually had to get a Netflix. I didn't have a Netflix account.
yeah,
I had another $24 I got to all the other apps and everything else.
Yeah, all right. And my man Jose back. All right, Jose.
Sorry about that, man.
Okay.
There you go. You look much better now.
I'm on my cell phone, man. Ever since I moved to the Bronx, my internet is trash. Smells like ass outside. I'm going back to Brooklyn, man. I'm on my cell though. And this shit might die quicker. What I missed though? What I missed?
Now we was talking about the time.
Oh, the time. Oh, I fell asleep during the Vargas fight, right? And it was like round 4 of the Crawford fight when I woke up.
Yeah, you got a little power nap in.
Yeah, I didn't plan to. If that fight was more exciting, I probably wouldn't have fell asleep though.
Yeah, no, it's something by like the boxing higher ups need to address. That's ridiculous, man. Like you're never gonna develop a fan base.
You get more people. If that fight was on an hour and a half earlier, they would have had a lot more people watching it.
No, and it doesn't affect the West Coast crowd, but it affects the East Coast crowd. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying?
Correct. Yeah.
You know, because the fight ended at 2 in the morning over there. That's like 11 o'clock or
That's
whatever.
perfect. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. After that, you go to the club or you go to bed or whatever you're doing. But
Right.
you know, now you competing with the club industry. If you putting on a fight at 1 in the morning, like you know, you competing with sleep time for your 12-year-old that wants to watch a fight, and maybe you'll let him stay up until midnight to watch this fight, but it's not 1 in the morning, not 2 in the morning. It's like to me, every fight should the latest and only big fight should end this late is midnight. That's the latest a fight should end.
Yeah. I mean, I could get behind that. I mean, 2 a.m. That's like vampire time to be watching a fight.
Yeah, man. I was like, damn. And I had to drive 40 minutes to get down back to Queens from Dykeman. That was
Oh, you
crazy.
was watching it up there?
Yeah, one of my mans, he lives like in one of those nice fancy buildings,
Okay.
and he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, come through." So I went through. You know, I had a good time, but I ain't think the fight was gonna go on that late. I didn't think I was gonna get home that
So
late.
this fight, I don't think it had the buzz that some of the super fights have had, like um, like Tyson Spinks, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. Those fights everybody was talking about, right? But this fight, I went to the bodega on the corner, and the Dominicans there were talking about it a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I put them on to your channel. You should have had about 3 more subscribers this afternoon.
Yo, really? I
Yeah.
did see my shit jump up. That was you?
Okay. Well, I don't know how much it jumped by, but there was a couple in there that they were watching your channel.
That's what's up. That's
Yep.
what's up. Yeah, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah. You know what's crazy? The other day I was walking by my house and there's a Dominican restaurant by my house.
Okay.
The guy was like, "Tigre." I was like, "What's up?" But he ain't know me from the Broadway Joel interview. He knew me from my Felipe Gomez interview.
All right, good enough, man. Whatever. Yeah, just
Yeah,
keep
he was
getting
like, "You
shit out there.
interviewed that cop. You interviewed that cop that had that crazy undercover story." I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
that's me."
yeah.
He's like, "Yo, I just saw it last week. It's crazy. You here, this, that, and the third." It was a Dominican guy. And then I
All
showed
right,
him my Dominican boxing page,
that's
and he
it.
followed
That's
me
what
on
you
the
got to
spot.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Hector, you was out there in Vegas?
Yeah, I actually had a fight. I helped
Oh,
somebody cut
Thursday.
weight
Yeah. Okay.
Wednesday and Thursday.
All right.
I
They
helped this
won.
kid. Hell no. I helped this
Uh,
kid cut weight,
but they
and
weren't. You got called in like to work the corner, or they were your fighters.
I called in. I got called in to work the corner.
All right. So that anything can happen when you do that.
Yeah, but the second guy was a world title fight. Well, when I got called, I was already there, and then when they called me like, "Hey, can you help us out? This, that, and third," and I was like,
Right.
"Yeah, I'll help you out. What's what did he eat? How did he drink?" And it was a really really rough weight cut. I
Gotcha.
even I even halfway through it, I was like, "Yo, listen, he can't." I was about to say he can't make it. I actually say, "Yo, he can't make it. Just call in the commission and change the contract, whatever." And they were like, "Yo, this is a world title fight." It's like I didn't even know at first. I was like,
Wow.
world title fight? Oh man, we gotta make it. He made it too, but oof.
Good. All right.
What world title fight was this? Who's this fighter?
Oh, this was Camacho.
The Puerto Rican
And,
guy, right?
Oh, the Puerto
yeah,
Rican kid. The Puerto
Yeah.
yeah.
Rican kid, right?
And
He's
Indy
like 118, something like that.
112.
112. Wow.
Oh,
112.
okay. All right. Well, can't win them all. Can't win them all. Uh,
And
so
it's
that's
sad.
it.
It was sad too because I'm watching the fight develop and I'm like, well, it's only lasted 2 rounds, but I from the first round, I'm like, man, he's just the kid. He's allowing the kid to just carry him a little too fast. His defense was it was just like heartbreaking because it's like some things that I could say to him, but I can't teach. You can't teach at that moment.
Yeah, it's too late at that point.
Yeah, especially like he could have did some lateral traps. He could have just like move laterally, stop and blast the dude a couple times because the guy was just
Okay.
on face first, and it was just like sad to see because I can't like tell him because if it's somebody like Rohan or any of my guys, we understand our language. I have a language that's understandable. So I could easily sell LT, you know, which means like, you know, you move laterally and then it's a trap. So if I yell out LT, they know what I'm talking about. And this guy wouldn't. So.
Man, yeah. So, people just call you when they have trouble making weight. Like you a weight cutting guru? Like,
Yeah, I've been doing that for a long time. I've been doing it for a while. I know, you know, I know my way around it.
Hey, I
I
gotta
never,
lose about 30 pounds.
yeah,
We have to talk. I got
I
an event to
remember.
go to in November.
there you
Yeah,
go.
I could definitely write you out a diet. That's not a problem.
All right.
Yeah.
I just
I
gotta stick
definitely
to it.
need that. I need help meal prepping. That's my problem. My problem is,
That's the problem too. I'm eating in the street a lot. Yeah.
yeah. Like this is one dude at work. He brings in this food and all this, and he's mad organized, and he writes everything down. And
Okay.
he in great shape, and I'm like, I need to be that organized with my food. Like
He weighs
sometimes I
his
be
food and everything.
now he has something where he takes a picture and it tells him how many
Oh, it's an app.
calories it has.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
daughter
like
uses
this
that.
dude is really into his like fitness and stuff like that. So yeah, I need to get a little bit more organized. Yo, the Nobody 92 sends a $5 super chat. Any Fernando Peter update? I see him and Alcantara just fought in some tournament recently. That's for you, Hector.
Yeah, I mean, I'm tired of this amateur shit, man. They keep wanting to do this tournament and that tournament, the world is, and
Well, if he don't got his papers, might as well stay active in the amateurs.
yeah, but he could just start his professional career in DR. And I don't know if you knew, but before he was supposed to fight. I think this last show or the one before on Schwan, and we had I think I asked you if you knew the rapper. You know, it was supposed to Big Rob is managing him. He had like a big push for his pro debut, and then we had to cancel that because he wanted to go to the worlds out there. And he actually, you know, I talked to him earlier today, and I'm like, listen, I'm tired. You guys ain't getting gold. If you ain't getting gold, get the fuck out of there. It's like, the fuck we doing here, yo? You're supposed to be getting gold, man.
Yeah, it's unfortunately that they 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 get some wins, but they not winning the gold, unfortunately. But
Does that hurt him like when he tries to go pro? That he's
I
in all these
mean,
tournaments but not coming in first?
well, you see, I have I have a good reputation. I have my level of integrity when it comes to boxing is pretty high. I can't seem to lie about it. I hate myself for it because I can't seem to like talk to somebody and lie about my fighter being more than what he is, or you know, and that gets me in trouble sometimes because there's a lot of other managers out there that lie and they hype their fighters up, and when I see like who they signed, and I'm like, hold up, my guy's better than that. Yeah, I might have sounded like I downplayed my guy, but I'm just being honest. But so on to answer that question, like Big Rob and my word, like if I tell a couple of the promoters like, yo, this guy's the real deal, they'll take a look at. They'll at least take a look at him. Like actually, I got a couple people taking a look at the Dominican kid here. What's his name? Uh,
Arias,
no, the other kid here.
Marte,
Marta, yeah, Rodrigo Marta. I don't even know their names. Yeah,
yeah, Rodrigo Marte, yeah.
yeah. So I got a couple of people looking at him. They already they already down. I just
Who
got to.
can you say? Can you say who?
Well, yeah, MVP and Kodo's promotion. They both interested.
I like that MVP look for him. I like that MVP
Yeah.
look.
MVP is very picky who they sign too.
Well, the thing is with MVP, it kind of looks like they have a good thing going in Orlando. So I think they're looking into the Latino wave. You know, they had success with Amanda Serrano. They got John Paul Rivera. We've seen them have Hendry Cedeno several times on their shows. So it wouldn't surprise me if they look at Rodrigo, especially his amateur pedigree. I believe he was a bronze medalist or silver medalist in the Central American Games. I could be wrong. Yeah, he's very talented. So that's someone definitely to be interested in.
Yeah, he's getting better. Yeah, he's getting better too. He's getting nice. His defense is getting better. I mean, you got to get better because you're gonna survive here if you don't. I mean, you're gonna get beat up. But he's getting better. He's learning. He's composing himself. He's learning his diet. And yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind Cotto promotion either. I just need a contract to say fights. I need my guys to fight. I don't argue with the money. I'm not that type of guy. I don't care about the money so much.
Yo,
So I just need the fights. You know, I just need the fights.
Hector, if they guarantee on the contract, like let's say we're gonna get you 4 fights a year, but they don't, how do they work that out? Would they give them money or what? How's that work?
But it's a slick way of I seen this happen. So
I know what you're gonna say. They offer him some bullshit that he will definitely not accept, right?
Yeah, and
and
they'll count it as a
yeah. Well, you turned it down, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, no, the contract will be nulled and
oh, it could be nulled. Okay.
Yeah, easy, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking about contracts, because we mentioned contract before, Broadway. Remember, Hector, do you know the boxing attorney Kurt Emhoff?
Yeah. No. From Boxing Esquire. I know who he is, yeah.
Yeah, well, he's managed in the past like Corey Spinks, Teron Millett, Kermit Cintron, Paulie Malignaggi. He's managed a couple guys, Sam Solomon. Broadway, remember we saw him the other day? Remember what advice he gave to the young fighters? You want to share that?
It's slipping my mind. Contracts. He says it's easier to fix the problem before you sign than after you sign.
That's great advice, right, Hector?
Yeah. You want to elaborate on it?
So don't sign anything until you've had 1 or 2 attorneys look at it, and then they can fix whatever's wrong with it. Once you signed it, now you may never be able to fix it, or you got to go through a whole complicated legal process to fix it.
Yeah. See, just a lot of time, and I was listening to and I know why he signed. Ali, the kid today that you had on,
Michelle Rivera.
Yeah, because what happens is like they get romanced,
right? Of course,
by who they got, and it's not on paper though. And one thing I learned from like a long time ago is like, okay, that's good and dandy, but just put it on paper.
Right, that it don't count if it ain't on paper.
Yeah, yep. And they go, no, this is just the minimum. We got, that's the minimum, that you're gonna get paid. But this, no, my man.
But the minimum is what you agree to when you signed that contract.
Yeah. You know what's funny? That's what Teofimo had a problem with Top Rank. So he fought Lomachenko. He beat him. He was somewhat undisputed. Say whatever you want, whatever. I'm not here to debate that, but he was definitely lineal. And for his next fight, they want to hit him rematch Loma, and they were offering his minimum as a champion. And he's like, wait a minute, I just got like the biggest win of my career, and you're offering the minimum of what I'm supposed to get. And he was trying to negotiate more, and they were saying that he's not worth more, so he took the fight with Kambosos, took it a purse bid, and got more money that way. Yeah, so I do know what you're talking about, Hector.
Yeah, but that's kind of like, I remember when I was training Javier Fortuna. Javier Fortuna was is my audio good?
No, I think it's Jose. I think you're getting that feedback. Remember at the hangout spot, we was having the same problem.
Man, I don't have my headphones though.
What happened to them?
I leave them in the car.
All right, go to the car and come back.
It's gonna take about 10 minutes though, man. Yo, I just got sent to the fucking corner. I feel like the Bronx Tale when they sent the guy to the bathroom.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
Now, if it's that bad, I gotta log out though.
No, I'm good now.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
All right.
So when we was training Javier Fortuna, so Samson called me to fight Lomachenko. And I was like, of course we fight anybody. It's just what they paying. So Javier Fortuna was the world champion. They wanted to give him 250,000, and I'm like, 250,000. He's a champion. They was giving Loma 1.4 or 1.2 million.
Yeah, because he had the better contract. That's why.
Yeah. No, but it's also like they take care of Loma, so I could see like them giving Teofimo the minimum and giving Loma more.
Right.
Yeah, Loma was a favorite, a favorite at Top Rank. My
I
man
know.
was. They were rolling out the red carpet, and the media members, like everybody got their favorites and all that, but man, Teddy Atlas had him #1 pound for pound. I was like, come on, man, the guy's good, but he's not that good. You got him over Andre Ward. You got him over, all these other fighters. I don't remember who was popping at the time, but I was like, what the hell's going on here? Like, you guys cannot be serious. But they
No,
were.
that's just the bias thing. This is still biased. Whoever's signed to them is.
Yeah. They got the company man kind of routine. You got to do. I
But
was
certain,
offered. A couple people reached out to me and asked if I would be willing to write an article saying Lomachenko was the best fight I had ever seen. Right?
really,
Yeah. And they didn't tell me to write it, but they said would I be willing to write it? But I told them he's not the best fight I ever seen. So why am I going to write that? And then I just never heard back from them.
that's hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah.
they just figured like, oh, we got this good. He's a good writer. There's that. Have him say that. I'm like,
Yeah. Now
nah.
they didn't tell me to say it. They just asked if I would say it. Right. And if I would have said yes, then they would have hooked it up for me.
Really? So they was on some like payola type shit.
Yeah, but they didn't tell me to say it though. They asked if I would be willing to say it. It's slick. It's a slick way of doing it.
I got you.
Like,
Damn,
would you
I,
be
I ain't
willing
know
to say
the
it?
I ain't know the game was like that.
Man, there's money involved, man. It's when
Yo, tell these Dominican boxers that I'm about to send them a fee right now. Yeah, I'm doing this for free.
Yo, is my audio still messed up?
It sounds a little bit better.
All right.
Yeah. What was the problem?
I didn't hear nothing. You guys heard something.
No, it's when we speak, we kind of heard like a feedback.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But but
Lester Martinez, I was gonna change it. Go ahead, keep going.
No. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I like that topic.
Lester did a great job against a great guy. He needs to work on something. Now, I came across. Let's see if Hector agrees, and you too, Broadway. I feel like I think Lester could improve more than Billy coming out of that fight.
What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that.
I think and Billy's as good as he's gonna be. And I think Lester got more room to grow, and I think he's the type that can make his game a little bit better.
I could see that. Because I felt like the Lester Martinez was landing the cleaner shots, but it was one at a time, and he was specifically landing a good right uppercut. Boom, boom. But it would be just a quick uppercut. And I was like, why is he not boom? And then following with a left hook, and then boom, follow a left hook, right hand. It was just one uppercut, and it was a clean, hard uppercut. But now that you already got him stunned, follow it up with some punches. Throw 2 uppercuts and then throw an uppercut, then a shot to the body. Do something. And I felt like he was comfortable with just landing one clean, hard shot at a time on the inside.
Maybe.
Although he was handling good that pressure with that, with that kind of shoulder roll Philly shell. It wasn't a full Philly shell, but it was kind of like that. He was holding good, and he was pushing him off with that one arm and then landing some shots. But I felt like he needed to let his hands go a little bit more and throwing combinations.
I think he might have been a little bit weary about the counter punches because Billy was hitting him hard.
Yeah, but I mean, you in a fight.
Yeah. Huh?
You in a fight. You got
you got to protect yourself, though. Still, you got to protect yourself.
I don't think if you catch somebody with a clean right uppercut, following it up with his left hook isn't not protecting yourself. That's you hurting the other opponent?
Nah, it's different when you stand in front of him. He don't see what we see on the outside. You standing in front of him, it's the view is a little different. He might not have even seen right away that he wobbled the guy or had him caught.
All right, Hector, what did you see?
I think I thought that Martinez won, even though I picked Billy to win before the fight
Right,
started. And Martinez is really really strong.
right,
And 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 Billy's will to win is awesome.
right,
I think that Martinez is still a bit novice, and he definitely gained a lot more. Like I could see a rematch, him being more dominant in a rematch if they have one,
right.
and I think they probably would because that fight was sheesh.
That was a
Yeah,
war.
yeah.
That was crazy, right?
That was a crazy fight. Yeah,
So I think they probably have a rematch, and surprisingly, I don't think Billy could come any different, even
right,
any harder. Um, Martinez definitely was a little primitive in what he was doing, but he was just effective because of his power. Yeah, I think his defense was also terrible, but he did his thing though. They both did.
Yeah, nah. I didn't have too. I thought like you. I thought Martinez might have edged it out, but I
I
didn't
think
have
so
too.
too.
I didn't
Yeah,
have too much a problem with the
no,
decision
no,
though.
no.
Like
I think he
Nah,
closed a
just
little
because
stronger.
both of their efforts was so awesome, it was
Yeah,
just like
that's
just
a draw is nice. Yeah, in that kind of fight.
yeah. It was a good clean fight. It was yeah. But yo, did you know he Lester Martinez in the amateurs has wins over Puello and Adames.
The Dominican Slayer,
Nah, he not no Dominican. He got some else to Dominicans too.
Sangre
So
Maya, aka the Dominican Slayer.
who
he, he got some else to Dominicans too. So
who
let's
beat
not
him?
who beat what Dominican beat him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juan Solano.
Okay.
Yeah, Juan Solano, who's a current pro. He's 10-0, 8 KOs.
Nice.
But yeah, nah. He
So
got a
Juan
couple.
Solano, Juan Solano, he uh he uh he helped y'all out. Huh?
Nah. I'm just saying he called him the Dominican Slayer. I'm just correcting him.
Dominican Slayer. That's right,
Not
man.
not it wasn't all sweet. It wasn't all sweet. You know what I'm saying? He took his lumps too.
Yo, he's probably the top Guatemalan boxer of all time after me. I'll just throw that in there. Fuck it. Um, for a while, for many years, we thought Marcos Villasana was born in Guatemala because he was born in a place called Puerto San Jose, Guatemala de Guerrero, Mexico, right? So that place don't even show up on a map. There's not even a post office in that town, right? So
Wow.
we always thought it was Puerto San Jose, Guatemala that he was born. But no, Lester took it to a whole new level. And Guatemala, interestingly enough, it don't have like what you would call a history in boxing, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's only had like four guys that even went to the Olympics, but it was the first country in Latin America. It was almost the place where the first boxing match in Latin America took place was in Guatemala.
What happened? Why wasn't it the first?
So there was a guy from Philadelphia. He was a wrestler, and he used to go down. He lived in Central America for a while, and he was putting on exhibitions with like I guess like MMA type exhibitions, like wrestling, martial arts, and boxing, right?
Yeah.
So he got the Guatemalan president at the time to agree to promote a fight with him against another wrestler, and in the main event, the current lightweight champion of the world was a guy named Mac McCawful. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the last name right. And McCawful was from New Orleans, right? And New Orleans is just like an hour and a half flight to Guatemala. So the president agreed to put this fight on. It's going to be like a big extravaganza. It's going to be the first boxing match in Latin America. But that president had a history of spending money he didn't have. Right? He was just like
Mm.
guessing everybody, and he also was a little bit of a dictator, and he had a lot of enemies. And he didn't have a lot of bodyguards, so he used to just walk in the streets. And one time, a guy went up to him and said, "Hey, Mr. President, can I say hi to you?" And the president sticks his hand out like to shake his hand, and the guy shot him right in the face and killed him. So that's why that fight never took place. So he took it to Mexico instead, the wrestler from Philadelphia. And in Mexico, that's where the first professional boxing match in Latin America took place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But it's interesting that it was almost Guatemala, and then Guatemala kind of just disappeared from boxing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys got this guy Lester Martinez. You know,
The
he
Dominican
definitely
Slayer.
He
He
you're
did. He
funny.
did beat a lot. I just saw. I was just looking at the box record of amateurs. He did beat a lot of Dominicans.
Yo, we just gave a new nickname. Look at Joel.
I mean, what is the amateurs? I don't really care.
All right.
But I would love to see him. I would love to see where he goes in this division. Besides Canelo, I mean, and then Billy, who he already had a draw with, which, you know, all three of us might have seen him edging it out. I think it's a very weak division. I mean, maybe Diego Pacheco, you know, Shiraz is okay as well.
Edgar Berlanga.
Edgar Berlanga. I would pick Lester Martinez over Edgar.
Now Leicester's in a good place. I agree with you though. The options ain't like mega fight options, right? But he's gonna make some noise. We'll see what he does next.
Shit, if Carlos Adames moves up to 68, maybe we get the rematch in the pros.
Yeah, there you go. We gotta start hyping that up.
Never know. I
So,
mean,
let's
I got Adames killing him.
Nah, I do too. But you know, Adames is honestly, Adames might get a Crawford fight. I don't know if y'all saw the interview with Crawford where he said
he wants the middleweight belt.
He said he's thinking about moving down to 160. He said that he's going to sit down with his team and have a conversation, but that's something that's on his mind. And he has a history with Adames. He has a history with Adames.
Yeah, they sparred before, right?
They sparred before.
Yeah.
And honestly, out of the names in the middleweight division with a belt, Lara has a belt. I want to say he's a bigger name than Adames, but he's in his 40s. Janibek, nobody knows who he is. I want to say Adames is the hottest name. So if he's looking for a belt at 160, that's the
place to go. Yeah.
That's the place to go. You know, it's a WBC belt too. You know how people love the WBC, that green belt. I'll be interested in seeing it.
Yeah, I don't know. If I was Crawford, I wouldn't even mess around with these younger guys or these guys. I think I would just
fight Jake Paul. That's what he needs to do next.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I would just hang it up, man. You just made whatever. Let's say 20 million. I don't have no idea against Spence. Let's just say
when Felix Trinidad beat William Joppy, everyone was celebrating, but in the back of my mind, I was like, it's all downhill from here, man. You can't possibly go up any higher. And Crawford might be at that point too. It's like, how do you top this? It's like when Roy Jones beat John Ruiz, right?
Yeah.
What do you do now? He ain't going to like heavyweight, right?
No. I mean, I would hope not. Like, you imagine him and Bivol? That would be insane.
Now Bivol don't hit all that hard, and Bivol can make 168. So it's not all that outrageous, but that ain't a sexy enough fight though to try to make it happen.
I know he beat Canelo, but I still be second guessing him beating these younger guys. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you.
Canelo was kind of like, you know, he had Canelo's number. You know, Canelo is at a point where he's down to single shots, and he was intimidating. He was intimidating people with these single shots, and these people were shying away, and he wasn't like counter punching that good. With he got Canelo at the right time. Nothing, not taking away from the win, but just to turn around and fight, Shiraz or. Now you're like gambling a little bit, and you're gonna fuck around and tarnish your reputation.
Yeah. I that's why I was saying he got nothing to gain. The only thing he got to gain is a rematch with Canelo. That's another big bag.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like, who you gonna fight that it would excite the public? He's kind of had this problem his whole career. Now that I think about it, he's never had, like, at 140 when he became undisputed, like. Nobody knows anybody in that division at the time. He moves up, and then it gets hot. Then at 47, he was frozen out by PBC. They had Danny, they had Sean Porter, they had Spence, Thurman, and it took him a while until he got Porter, which was literally at the last fight Porter ever had.
But
And
she was
then
like retired or something, right? And then he just waited around for that one check.
yeah, he went, fought, and as soon as there was any kind of trouble, his father threw in the towel. And then he fought Spence, and I hate to do it. It sounds like I'm trying to take credit away from the win, but the guy got into a serious car accident. Look, weight drain. We felt like he needed to move up to 154. Like, so he kind of had this problem his whole career where in the divisions he can't find really tough competition. I mean, good competition. I mean, at 154, there's good competition, but no names enough for him to like really, excite me. I mean, if he fought Boots, as I'm talking, I'm thinking Boots is a fight I would love to see. He's still a champion at 154. He can keep that belt. And shit, Boots fights in November, if I'm not mistaken. That could be the next fight. That could be a big fight too, at least for boxing fans.
I don't want to see it.
If I was him, I would retire. I would retire if I was in his shoes. If I was in Crawford's shoes, I would retire. But I'm not.
Unless like you said, like one more Canelo fight or something.
Yeah, that might make the most sense.
Yeah, but some of these guys, man, they just love to fight. To me, if I was a boxer, the goal is to accomplish. Yeah, I want to be champion, multiple champion, undisputed, this, that, multi-division. But then after that is the bag, and I got to make sure my money is good and everything. And he's done both. He could retire right now, and you could say, yo, my last fight was being an underdog against Canelo, and I moved up 2 weight classes and beat him clearly. And that's it. That's all she wrote. He might have got like 20 million for that Spence fight, probably like 50, 60, 70 for this fight. That's it. What do you need more money for than that? That's not including all the other fights you had. You know what I'm saying? He's probably made like 300-400, probably like $100 million throughout his career, roughly. I would assume if you added it all up. You got money, man. Put it away, retire, hang them up, become a trainer, a manager, or whatever, a promoter, and live your life.
Yeah, definitely, right?
Yeah. Nah, but fellas, let me end the live. I truly appreciate both of y'all hopping on, man. It's always a pleasure to have two sharp.
I wish I was on when Michelle was on, because I wanted to ask him how he been around here for so long and he never stopped by to spar here.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted to ask him. I wanted to ask him like how you not come here to spar or ask for sparring when you're at 140.
Well, I mean, isn't that the trainer? He's not from Massachusetts, so he don't know how to move around like that.
Yeah, well, the trainer wasn't on live, so I would have, it would have started with him.
I mean, I would have loved to have seen him spar over there. I don't think he's ducking no smoke. At least, I never heard of him ducking smoke in terms of sparring.
Did you tell Hector what Eddie Claudio said about Rohan Polanco?
Nah, I was waiting for all this like
the Crawford?
Fury, all this. So once this dies down, I'm gonna post the video. I must post that video,
Yeah, it's a nice little clip. Eddie Claudio, the referee.
Eddie Claudio, the referee?
Yeah.
I have a video of him talking about Rohan, and I haven't released it. Yeah.
Eddie, he did a couple fights, right?
Correct. At least 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said he did the.
Which one is Eddie Claudio? He's
the Puerto Rican dude.
Yeah. He kind of like a little obnoxious, like he's like in your face, kind of like.
Sometimes, yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
That's that cop. That's the cop in him. He did 20 years or something.
He was a cop. I know that. I know he was a cop.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was this. If you hear me in the corner with one of the fights that he was reffing, and he kept telling Rohan to pick him up, and in the corner I told Rohan like, nah, fuck that, keep hitting him low. He ain't gonna do nothing. Don't worry about. I said, don't worry about the ref. So a lot of people thought that like I got the ref in my pocket, and I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it like that. I just said,
No, I
yo,
didn't take
But
it
that
that
came
way. Yeah.
around. That was a thing circulating. I didn't even hear that. I ain't follow
yeah,
that.
yeah. So I was like, no, I didn't mean it like that. Like he ain't gonna do nothing. Like I got him in my
No.
pocket. I'm like, he's keeps warning you, but
He's just
I
gonna keep
know
warning you, right?
the soft warnings is like,
Yeah,
you
it's like
know,
nothing. Yeah.
But wait, hold on. But you instructing your fighter to go out and foul?
come on,
No,
man. It's
no, no. What
professional
happened?
boxing,
Let
man.
me see if I got it right. What happens is when the ref keeps telling you you're hitting them low, then the fighter will stop throwing body punches, right? And because he can't really control, he's not hitting them low on purpose. So Hector's job, if he wants his fighter to keep throwing body
Yeah,
punches, he's got to tell him, don't worry about the foul.
yeah.
I
You
got
know,
you.
if it comes, it
I
comes.
got
But
you.
your
I got
job is to throw the body, right?
I got you. Hold on.
It's like when a basketball player is in a slump, they tell him just keep shooting, just keep shooting. Right. So it's kind of fuck the referee at that moment. You got to win your fight. Yeah.
I got you. I got a $5 super chat from the Nobody 92. Salute to you, my brother. He says, remember when Bob Arum said he lost money promoting Crawford and
Yeah.
that Crawford doesn't sell? Those comments didn't age too well.
Well, you know what though? Listen, Bob Iron. One of Bob Iron's biggest problem is you don't know when he's telling a lie or when he's telling the truth. Right? That's been his history. Um, Crawford Spence was a good draw. This one was a good draw, but I think the Madrimov fight wasn't. So I think Crawford really needs to have a top name opponent in order to be a big seller.
Yeah, and unfortunately for him, he had name opponents at the welterweight division. They
They didn't
just were
fight
on
him. Yeah,
PBC,
yeah.
and I'll be honest with you, that like Cold War between PBC and Top Rank really did a disservice. Like, if I was to say what fighter was affected by that most, I would point to Terrence Crawford because he
Maybe.
never got
Yeah.
to, you know.
Yeah, but top rank sued PBC, so they were like, hey, we ain't working with you guys. You sued us, asked for all our paperwork just to see how we were running business, and then the people who saw that started going online, spreading, what they found in the. They sued them not because they had a case. They sued them because they wanted to pull all their records and see what they were doing and how they were operating. That's what they were doing. Yeah, they didn't really, and Golden Boy was in on it too. So that's kind of why PBC was like, all right, it's us and you guys. Obviously, you guys took us to court.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
So, all right, yeah, damn, I knew about the lawsuit, but I never looked at it from that point of view.
yeah. They didn't have a case. They just wanted to know how is this black man just coming from anywhere? What's he doing? Right. So they pulled all his records just to see what was going on, and it cost millions of dollars in legal fees. It's just a headache. So it's hard to deal with people who's stabbing you in the back. So I don't blame them, but I do admit the game kind of suffered a little bit for a couple of fights passed us up on us. Unfortunately, that didn't get
Yeah,
made.
yeah, no, a lot of fights
Yeah.
didn't happen.
Mm.
First it was Golden Boy Top Rank,
Yeah.
and then PBC left Golden. Well, PBC came about once he left Golden Boy. Al Heyman left Golden Boy, and then it was kind of like Golden Boy was a non-factor in boxing for a while, and PBC just wasn't doing business with anybody.
Yeah. I
They
mean,
were kind of
occasionally
using
they did, like Wilder for Fury. Occasionally, they make it happen. They let
a
Ruiz
huge
fight
fight,
AJ.
a huge
Yeah.
fight. Yeah,
Yeah. Occasionally.
yeah,
But I agree though. Crawford was the odd man out for a while, fighting has-beens like Amir Khan and Kell Brook. Right.
yeah.
So he was missing out on the big names, but Barbara made an enemy out of them. So what are you going to do?
Yeah, nah, man. Boxing's a cold game, man. Cold game.
Yeah.
That's
But it's interesting. They didn't mess with Turkey when Turkey came.
I mean, they're not in position to mess with Turkey.
True. And Turkey came with the big wallet too. He was like,
No, not only that, ain't they about to lose their Amazon Prime deal or something
who?
like that?
PBC?
Yeah.
I don't know. Nobody's talking about it. It's about to expire. I don't know if they're going to
That's
renew
what I
it.
meant. That's what I meant. It's about to expire. So
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't that great a deal anyway, though.
no, and it's a bunch of pay-per-views and nothing. You know, it's like I don't know where the PBC business is going. Like, I really don't. Now they're
They
just
got
back
one
to just
more.
advising, putting them on other shows.
They got Fedora Thurman coming up, and other than that, I'm not sure what else they got coming up.
Yeah, that's not a
You
fight.
haven't heard, hey, Broadway, you haven't heard anything about where Top Rank will be going?
Nah, I mean, we all heard the rumor. I mean, I don't even want to say a rumor. Rick Glazer tweeted out it was Stars possibly getting in, but I have not heard anything. I haven't heard anything, any rumors from anybody, and
I remember
I've
Rick
asked.
Glazer tweeted out that UFC bought Top Rank.
Oh
And
yeah, he did tweet that out many years
Who
ago,
tweeted
right?
that?
remember a while ago, he was like that top
Yeah,
that Dana White UFC
yeah,
bought Top Rank.
Nah,
yeah.
I must have missed that one. Nah, but
Well, it was a little while ago. It was a little while
It's
ago
like
because he
years
got
ago.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Every
funny.
once in a
That's funny.
while, you know what it is a lot of people talk, and sometimes the talk goes nowhere. Right? It's not even worth sharing publicly. But he hears something juicy, and he's just got to share it, whether it gets finalized or not.
Nah, what's crazy to me is that Top Rank had a show a New Age fight on Facebook. Like, damn.
I
A
mean,
New Age?
as a fan, we're glad we've seen it. But that's like no status level right there, right? That fight's got to be shown like that.
I could stream a fight on Facebook. You
I
know what I'm
know,
saying?
I know, man, I
Like,
know.
why are
Yeah,
you doing something I could do?
I
Like,
know, I know,
it was a bad look, and
man.
it's starting to worry me that they're not gonna find the landing place. And I also want to know what's up with Netflix. Like, are they all in on boxing? Is this just once, 4 or 5 times a year with these huge events? Are they gonna get involved in smaller shows? Like,
I doubt it. I doubt it.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
doubt it. 4 or 5 events, I'll take that though if that's what they're gonna do.
Shit, if they're stacking them up with
Right?
talented fighters,
Yeah,
it's unfortunate we got to hustle to the zone to watch the developing fights. But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
is
mean,
the Jake Paul and Javante Davis on Netflix?
yeah, for free.
Oh, it is. That fight's not in jeopardy though. Did they say like the commission didn't approve it or something?
I heard something like that, but I haven't seen it. They were promoting it during the fight,
I mean,
during the
it's an
Canelo fight.
exhibition. It's an exhibition. It's like it's not
Yeah,
only so much you could do not to approve it.
yeah, it's crazy, man. It's
Didn't Crawford sue Top Rank?
Yes.
Crawford did sue Top Rank.
Yes.
I don't know whatever happened with that
I
case.
don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
either.
I think they might have just got thrown out, or they
Settled or
settled.
something. Yeah,
Or
exactly.
they settled and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Because
Crawford.
I believe he had something in his contract that they will get him the Spence fight by a certain amount of time, and they never got it to him. They never got him to fight, and he had to leave and go kind of do it independently to get the Spence fight. So
Crawford's a special fighter though, man. I put him up there with I think I could comfortably put him up there with the Sugar Rays and the Tommy Hearns now.
really,
Yeah, and I didn't put Shane Mosley quite up there. I didn't put De La Hoya quite up there. I got him on a similar level as Floyd Mayweather.
I don't think
Floyd got more names.
Yeah,
but I feel like Terrence could have beat everyone Floyd beat.
Well, I'll put it like this: Crawford's best win is Canelo. Mayweather did that better.
Oh, okay. So me and Hector were talking about that. Hector, take over. What was a better win? Mayweather over Canelo in 2015 at 154 or Crawford over Canelo in 2025 at 168? What's a better win?
No, so if you remember that Mayweather drew him down.
It's 52.
152 is a catch weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you consider that he drained him some,
and he was inexperienced,
and he was inexperienced, and he gassed out late, And no, I think Crawford. I think Crawford's win is better.
Crawford,
All right,
you agree? You agree,
what
Broadway?
about Pacquiao? What win was better, the
But
Pacquiao win? Or,
that was not the pack. He had already been through bumps and bruises, though.
yeah, but that was still Pacquiao, who still went on to beat Keith Thurman
Nah,
for
you
a
can't
belt.
do that because you just took a little bit of shine off Crawford's win over Spence.
No. What I'm saying is, you can't say, "Oh, he was washed fighter," and then after I beat him, he goes on to beat another top fighter for a belt.
But remember, Spence did have a pair of fights after the accident, though.
He did. He
And
did.
he looked good against Wu guys. So we got to be careful we hit him up
Whoa,
too hard on that.
Ugas almost knocked him out.
True. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
I think that if you look at Mayweather and you look at Crawford, I think Crawford's win over Canelo is probably better than any win that Mayweather had, like,
Maybe. Yeah.
except maybe Corrales, because
Okay.
right, Corrales win at the time, I think,
Yeah,
you
that was
know,
amazing. Yeah.
he also I remembered him draining 19 pounds to make weight.
Oh, he had legal problems too. He was about to go to jail and all that too.
Yeah, beat up his girl, and then
Right,
I
exactly.
think James Prince and Mayweather brought his girl to sit ringside.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that?
that's mad
That's some Donald
disrespectful.
Trump shit right there. When Donald Trump brought all the Bill Clinton's accusers. Yeah.
Nah, but I'll say this. One, I think the Pacquiao's win alone is better than anything
What
Crawford's ever did.
the way I the way I'm discerning it is the betting, how the betting,
The
he
odds.
wasn't, yeah, he Mayweather was like never the underdog in
Yeah,
any of
but
the,
because he was so good.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
Nah,
you
I
know what
think
I'm
Crawford's
saying?
up
yeah.
there with him. I think you got to put Crawford up there with him.
Nah. And I think Mayweather would have beat Crawford. Like, I mean,
Now that's an interesting one. I
yeah,
didn't even think about that.
I think Mayweather would have beat Crawford. I think he was just too smooth with it, man. Like Mayweather was super nice, man, and I think people just misremember. It's just the guy literally has the highest connect percentage and the lowest connect percentage on him. Like literally, the analytics are telling you he's the best.
Nah, Crawford's in the mix now, man. He just announced himself.
No, I don't think he's fucking with
Nah,
Mayweather.
he's sitting at the same table. According to me, as far as I'm concerned, he's sitting at that same table.
You could say I could say that. I could say
Yeah.
they're in the same class. That I'm
Yeah.
okay with saying that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's better. Or like I don't think he's
He's in the mix.
But you don't think
there's a
Pacquiao was like,
conversation. I don't
you
think
don't
there's a
think that
conversation there.
Pacquiao win was a little tainted because of where Pacquiao was at the time?
I mean, Pacquiao was ranked, like, I remember that time. That's my era. Like, he was ranked number 3 pound for pound on most.
But he shouldn't have been after the Marquez and Tim Bradley fight. He shouldn't have been that high.
I mean, he beat Tim Bradley. They gave it to Tim Bradley, but he beat Tim Bradley.
Yeah,
And
once you get face planted, though, you ain't the same when you come back.
but whatever.
It's the
Listen,
truth,
say
man.
whatever
It's the
you
truth.
want. Listen,
The truth.
Ring Magazine and all
It's the
these
truth,
other.
right, Hector? I'm not making that shit up.
He
The
said
good thing
face
is that
planted. Damn.
you can go to all the websites, all the sporting
Yeah.
websites, and Google what was the rankings of the pound for pounds or Ring Magazine and boxing scene at the time. Most of them had him number 3 pound for pound, and Mayweather number 1. Number 2 was Andre Ward. So I'm looking at it like, yo,
Where was Canelo ranked? Where was Canelo ranked before yesterday? Pound for pound.
He was like number 8, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he was 8. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so like he's beating a lesser ranked opponent, and then you could say the same thing. Like shout out to my man Johnny from the Hangout Spot. Salute
What's
to
up,
you,
Johnny?
brother. Link is there if you want to hit it.
I'm surprised Pac was still that high after those 2 L's, even though the Bradley loss was questionable.
Yeah, I actually, you know, what's funny, to help your argument, I actually don't think the decision was that bad. I think people misremember it, and the HBO commentating was, man, it was bad.
I know.
It was like, oh my God, look at Pacquiao, Pacquiao looking so good, and this and that. And like, What the fuck are you talking about?
But he fought. So after he got face planted, like like Jose said.
Yeah, he was right.
Wait, did Bradley? Wait, Timothy Bradley beat him before that, right?
Yeah,
What
he
was the
had lost
order?
the
What was the order?
decision. He had
Yeah.
lost the decision to Bradley. Then he fought Marquez, got knocked out. Then
So
he had a
so
fight against Rios, Brandon Rios. Then Tim Bradley got that win back, Algieri, and then he fought Mayweather.
so with those three, you said three, right? With those three wins, he was ranked number 3 in pound for pound
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Hold on,
I have
let
to
me.
see who else was out there, but
after losing back to back and
yeah,
getting face
I mean,
planted.
he got his win back. First of all, he didn't fall completely off of the pound for pound rank. I'm sure he was probably ranked number 8. Then beats Rios, who whatever. Rios wasn't a super special fighter, but a solid contender at the time. Then gets his win back against Tim Bradley, a Hall of Famer who was undefeated if you just want to go by his record. Beats the shit out of Chris Algieri, dominates him. I think he dropped him like 6 times. And then, so he proved that he was like still on that level, and then went on to beat Bradley again and Keith Thurman and on Adrian Broner.
Yeah, Mayweather was a beast. He always
yeah, he
figured
was. We know that.
he's always
And
figured it out.
and I that's but I'm just saying I put Crawford at the same I'll just put them at the same table. They could eat together. You know how when you had the kids table, the grown ups table. They all considered the grown ups table.
No. Listen, I agree. He's on that level of greatness.
Yeah.
He's on that level of greatness because they both at one point were clearly the number 1 pound for pound. Right now, it's not 100% so clear because the competition with Usyk and Inoue is
Right.
really tough right now.
Yeah.
But he is definitely. They both are have accomplished that, like where they were both at one point.
How old was Mayweather when he retired?
Mayweather was
About 37, 38, something like that, right?
It sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. I don't remember. I'm trying to find these pound for pound rankings.
Floyd was nice. I'll give you that. But I think Crawford's win over Canelo is up there with anything he's done. And Floyd got more big names though, right? But I think Crawford would have handled Zab Jude. I think Crawford would have handled Mosley. I think he would have beat Cotto. I think they're the same. I think they're in the same base.
Interesting.
Who?
Nah, Mosley would have been interesting.
Yeah. That's one that would have been a tough one. That definitely would have been a tough one.
Yeah. The Nobody 92 sends a $5 super chat. Says, as much as we love Mayweather, do y'all feel everything that's wrong with boxing now is because of Mayweather?
Nah, you can't blame one guy for it, man. I blame promoters more than anything. You see, what happens is people were saying the same thing about Muhammad Ali. When Muhammad Ali came up with that style, it's like a whole generation of heavyweights they say were ruined because they try to fight like Ali, like Greg Page, Tony Tubbs, all those guys. Even Larry Holmes to a certain point, they were saying they were like carbon copies of somebody else. Mayweather's interesting though because of what everyone presumes to be like the cherry picking. Like, I'm only gonna fight this guy if he weighs a certain weight and got one arm tied behind his back. And
he only did that once.
but that's the reputation he has though.
That's the narrative, yeah.
Yeah, that's the narrative. So, and plus people see that as a successful formula. You know, most money, least risk. He was a master at that.
I got the list here. So
I don't think you could blame one guy for it though. That falls on everybody.
Yeah. So Mayweather, they had Mayweather number 1 pound for pound. Number 2, they had Klitschko. Number 3, they had Manny Pacquiao. Number 4, Chocolatito. Number 5, Rigondeaux. Number 6, Bradley. Number 7, Marquez. Number 8, Brock.
That sounds like a weak era almost right there, bro, with it, the way you listing them names.
I mean, hold on. We got Mayweather Hall of Famer, Klitschko Hall of Famer, Pacquiao Hall of Famer, Chocolatito Hall of Famer, Rigondeaux, no. Bradley Hall of Famer, Marquez Hall of Famer, Froch Hall of Famer, Alvarez Hall of Famer, and Golovkin Hall of Famer. I mean, I don't think that's that weak, bro.
Klitschko was not like in the strongest era. I mean, they're gonna put everyone in the Hall of Fame now. People are even talking about putting Danny Garcia in the Hall of Fame, which I don't necessarily agree with, but he's gonna get the votes. So, but all right, whatever. Hall of Fame, we'll go with that. So he was number 3. All right, he was number 3 pound for pound.
Yeah, I mean,
So is this the
it
date?
seemed like
You went to the date?
yeah,
you went to that one.
It said Ring Magazine pound for pound top 10 in early 2015. They fought in May of 2015.
Right. I feel like this seems like a tougher era though, right? I think we got bigger names up there in our top 5 pound for pound.
Yeah, the top 10 pound for pound is better than the list I just mentioned.
Right
now,
what I
for
meant.
sure.
That's what I meant by weak era. This one sounds much more impressive.
I agree, because you got guys like Nakatani and Bam Rodriguez.
They might not even be in the top 10 as good as they are.
Yeah, though, we got some killers now, man. And one thing I had a conversation with Najee from Cigar Talk is like, yo, it's like not one country's dominating. The top 10 pound for pound is from Ukraine, from Japan, from Russia, from America, from Mexico, from it's like people from all over the world is in that top 10. This is a really fun era. I just wish we could get it together as far as making the fights happen when we want to see them.
Correct.
Making the fights in the locations where we want to see them, and in the platforms where we want to see them. I also think like the commentating quality has gone down a lot, man.
Yeah.
And, when ESPN used to be in boxing, I used to watch it on mute, man. I couldn't do it. Do it. Yeah, it was very, very bad. It was very, very bad.
No, the era's deep when Shakur Stevenson don't crack the top 6 or something, right? Because that's a really good fighter, and he's probably not even in the top 5 or top 6.
Yeah. That's a good point. And I don't think Tio is either, right?
Tio, it ain't, and Tio got some nights where he's great, some nights where he's a little flat. So I could understand him not being up near the top.
I never seen somebody like that. Like, I'm younger than both of you guys. I never seen somebody who, when he fights Lomachenko, he looks fucking phenomenal, then loses his next fight to Camboso. It's like, what?
Yeah. You know who was a little bit like that? Lennox Lewis. It seemed like every other fight he almost lost, Lennox Lewis. Right? He had some real shaky fights against Shannon Briggs and Frank Bruno. He had some moments. Then he got those ugly losses against McCall and Rahman. Yeah. But then he comes out and gets a 1-round KO in his next fight.
Yeah.
So he was
shout out to my man Ted Bayless. He was a Rohan hater, but we got him over. We got him over now.
We realigned him real quick.
Yeah, you rewired it. Exactly.
Man. Yeah. We went to war a few times on the boxing voice, and I won him over.
Factory reset.
Yeah. He started. I think he might have went to Washington Heights, saw a girl out there that he liked.
That'll do it, man. That'll do
it.
He
might have saw a girl he liked. He like, you know what? I'm rooting.
They ain't so bad after all, right? Yeah.
Nah, but tip my guy, man. We used to go to war on the boxing voice.
Yo, you got to wrap it up, J-Man.
No, I'll give it a few more.
But he actually, I saw Tip out there in Vegas.
Oh, did you?
He ran up on me because I never seen him before.
Yeah, I never met him either. But you know what's funny? When I went to the Puello Subriel fight, well, I guess Berlanga was it Shiraz fight? Yo, mad people were coming up to me like, "Yo, bro, you from the boxing voice this now?" I was like, hold on, I'm not from the. I'll be on it. Yeah. Like a lot of people recognize me from the boxing voice or for that event.
That's great. That's great, man. That means you're doing the right thing.
Yeah. Nah, but
but he has a fight. He's pretty good at boxing for like a novice guy. He's pretty good. He got some good fundamentals.
He be on the Border Wars thing. I don't follow that.
Yeah, he actually fought on there. He lost, but it was a controversial because the first round he beat the shit out of the dude. Then he gasses out. And the second round, it was really, really close. And the third round, the guy beat him because he was just tired.
Yeah, no
But
more gas in the
but I
tank.
just think if they fight again, Tip was definitely the better fighter, and he has another fight coming up that I think he'll do fine.
Yeah.
All
Yo,
right, we gotta keep an eye on him. Yeah.
Tip, I did not pick Hector to beat Tank. Stop that. People keep trying to throw shit on me just because I'm supporting a guy. Like, nah, I ain't never pick. I ain't make a pick. I'll be honest with you. I don't make picks because for two reasons. One, I'm not that good. And two, like a lot of guys, these guys be sensitive, man. You pick against them, all of a sudden they don't want to give you interviews. You a hater and this and that.
Yo, my phone is about to die, so I'm gonna jump off. But always a pleasure. Good catching up with Hector and you. Keep an eye out. I got a couple of projects coming out. I got another book that I'm wrapping up right now called Bad Hombres, which is the history of Latin American boxing. And I'm working on a short film too that I think a lot of people are gonna like. A little short film on boxing. So I'll keep everyone posted throughout that process.
All right, man. Appreciate you, and definitely come through and promote it here on this channel once you got everything set up.
All right, guys.
All right, my man. Yeah, man. I'm thinking. Oh, you saying? Yeah, was I at the fight? Yeah, I was at the fight. I was at the Tank Hector fight. I don't know if that's what you meant. But yeah, I was there. I was there with my press credential. Yo, they gave me a press credential. I thought I was gonna be ringside and all that. Yo, bro, they might as well handed me binoculars, bro. I was all the way up. They had me in the suite all the way up there. I'm like, damn, like I was watching the fight on the TV. I was watching Ants fight. Yeah. I got the Nobody 92 who sends a $10 super chat. He says, don't y'all think that protecting the O, waiting to build up fights and fighting the fights that generate money over legacy was all things Mayweather started?
No, I don't think he started it because he got the concept from somewhere, and it's the thing to most fighters, and boxing has always kind of been like that. When you lose, not always, but in my time, you lose, they kind of like write you off. But yeah, hopefully it goes away now that
Tip Bayless, what's up, my man?
Yo, what it do?
Yo, that's a Dominican flag under that hat?
Nah, man, no.
Oh, okay. Where you at? You in the gym or something?
I'm at the airport, bro. I'm about to head back home.
Okay, you in Vegas?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. What you think of the fight?
Man, everything I expected, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's the same reason I've been saying he didn't want to fight Andre. He was gonna get outboxed, bro. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I was more impressed with basically Terrence Crawford being able to handle that power. He was getting hit in the body pretty clean, and it never bothered him. He was good.
That's all. That's the only thing he really had to worry about because Canelo was never gonna outpunch him. He's a smaller dude coming from 35, bro. Like they throw a lot of punches. That's in his arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Like that along with him just being able to put the jab on Canelo and just turn him, keep the fight in the center of the ring like he was supposed to. It's gonna be hell for Canelo, bro.
I just figured he was gonna be able to land body shots, slow him down, land hard arm punches and shit like that, like how he kind of did Callum. Even Bivol, it didn't work on Bivol, but we saw Bivol's arm afterwards. I figure a smaller guy like that, you punching on his arm for a bit, you punching his body, that's gonna slow him down. That's gonna keep his hands in his pockets. He's not gonna want to throw so many punches. And when he was getting hit, it ain't look like a 54-pounder taking a shot from a 68-pounder. It just looked like two 68-pounders fighting.
And that's the thing. Canelo, he was looking at it, like he kept trying to set up that left uppercut to the body. He kept trying to set it up, but you can't set up those type of punches without working behind a jab. That motherfucker ain't throw a jab all night, bro.
Yeah, and he's been like that. I want to say the last like 5-6 years, he's been like really no jab heavy. He's really just been on some. I'm just walking you down.
I'm just walking you down.
Walking you down. Every now and then he'll throw a flicking jab.
Yeah,
he'll throw a flicking jab, but he won't throw like a jab, like pow, like a You know, something where he really trying to sting you or really trying to 1-2 you. And honestly, that's key to cutting off the ring. That's one constructive criticism I have of Rohan Polanco. It's funny you on here, is that I feel like he needs to use his jab a little bit more to cut off the ring. But it just, when you fighting at that level, you got to have everything zipped up tight, nice, and ready to go. You have to have everything on your arsenal.
Which I think next for him?
For who? Canelo or Crawford?
Yeah, because ain't no rematch happening.
Canelo, I mean,
let's
say Crawford either retires or moves down or whatever, so those titles goes vacant. He'll fight somebody for a vacant, and then when somebody else wins for the vacant, he'll unify, because this is a weak ass division anyways.
He was talking about moving down to 160 at the post fight. At the post fight, he's talking about moving down to 160.
Yeah, I heard that. You want that Adama smoke?
That's
ready for that?
Fight. That's a tough fight, bro. That's a tough fight.
Yeah, nah. If I was Crawford, I would just retire, man. Just keeping it 100.
Look, it's more killers. He don't.
He made bread. It's not like the man probably made 50 last night. I don't know how much he made, but I think that's a safe bet. 50, right? So, like, I don't know. I would listen. You take punches for a living. I don't want to do that for that long. He's 38. Well, he's about to turn 38. You're about to turn 38 years old. Like, some point you got to stop. You still can walk or talk. Your family secure. Your legacy secure. You making a Hall of Fame. You get your bank account is fucking full. All right, yo, fellas, it was nice seeing. Peace. That's it.
All right, Joe. All right, coach.
All right. Hey, yo, when you coming through, man?
I could probably come by mid-October, something like that. I could try to do mid-October.
What's your weight class?
130.
Oh, okay. I was gonna see if I get some sparring with you, but I'm too big. Yeah. Hold on, Hector. I got a super chat for you. It says, the Nobody 92 sends a $5 super chat. Says, what happened to Miguel Arias' last fight? It didn't go down. And any update on Giancarlo Perez?
Well, funny thing is the contract for the last fight. We go to the fight, we're ready to go, and we get there, and the contract for 160. So Arias gets on the scale first. He's 160, and then the opponent get on, and he was 151, and there was like, oh, we didn't know this, whatever, and the commission was like, nah, fuck that. This is that.
Really? I never heard a fight get canceled because the one opponent came in too light. That's the first I've ever heard that.
Yeah, he was just like the Larry Hazard, he old as shit, so he was just bugging out. He's like, nah, it's over. They can't fight. Like, wait a second. Like, my guy could lose the weight because Miguel everything, he had no problem making the weight. He could have lost another 3-4 pounds easy.
Yeah. Or have this dude drink a bottle of fucking Gatorade or something.
Yeah, but that commission jumped the gun, man.
Yeah, there's money being involved. Travel, there's hotels, there's, training that was spent, physical trainers and shit like that. Like, that's wild.
No, that was wild, though, man, because it was just like the decision was like this. Like, and we're sitting there like, yo, really? Like, hold on a second. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Giancarlo's. So they both had to go back for visa issues, and they'll be back. They'll get it figured out. They'll be back. But what's name's still here, and actually that's when Tip comes. That's who's gonna spar with Tip. Is this kid is a 115 pounder, and he'll be good work for you to get you ready for your fight.
Who's this 115 pounder?
Rodrigo Marte.
Man, you trying to set my man up there? Don't go over there and spar him, bro. This dude got like 150 amateur fights, my man.
He's a 2020 Olympian. Nah, but we working. I ain't gonna let Tip get hurt.
Yeah, man. I'm like, yo, Yeah,
Ain't
please don't.
nobody that comes here ever gets hurt. We know how to work. I try to get people better.
All right, cool. You got spawn for me. You got some heavyweights, light
Yeah,
heavyweights.
no, we don't need heavyweights. We don't need the same weight class.
All right. I'm joking. I ain't trying to go over there, spawn. I'm going over there getting content and coming right back. Coming right back. Maybe I do want to go work out there one day.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, so you can see me breathing heavy, looking crazy one day. I definitely want to do that. It'll be a dope experience working out with the pro boxers. I was what Armando Martinez and Rohan Polanco were doing. I was like, I could do that with them. That's not something too intense for me. I don't think it's
No, it's not it's not that it's intense. It's just mentally draining. You know, it's just like you gotta you know, round 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, then you start to be like, damn, 24 rounds in, and I still got 16 to go, and that's the mental part of it.
Yeah. All right, I gotta I gotta do it. I gotta do it one day just to come back sore and tired and mentally drained, just to say, yo, I fucking worked out with Hector and his team out there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get that on my bucket list.
Yeah, I think you should. I think one time, I think you should. You should come ready, mentally prepared, and really do the whole workout. It's gonna be an experience.
You got my word. After I'm done getting the content, interviewing everybody, maybe the content will be me working out, fucking looking crazy. I got the Nobody 92 sends a $5 super chat. He says, how does it feel getting Jonathan Guzman back in the mix?
I don't know how I felt at first, but as soon as he just I remember the first right hand I caught on the mitt. So I don't. So if you see, I don't know if you can see like this thing
Oh
right here.
yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of look crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like trauma and trauma and trauma to my wrist. And it was healing, and it was like perfect. And I was like, all right, maybe I'll start messing around a little bit. Hey, Jonathan, come on. Bang! First right hand. I was like, man, that boy hit hard, man.
Yeah.
That boy hit hard. I was like, just remembered how hard he hits. And he's like a 122 pounder.
Nah, and his record shows how much of a power puncher he is. So definitely shout out to Jonathan Guzman. I'm hoping he could make a little comeback, get a nice title shot, and see what he can do. Because
He's just a shell of himself, and it's just like to me, it's like how good he really could have been. And that he compete now with these guys here with, but it's just like, man, if he would have like really settled down, took it serious when he was a world champion, he would have been in the way, man. He would have been just
I
like
thought his
anyone.
problem was the business side. I thought he had discipline issues as well. I thought he had problems with the visa and the promoters and
Yeah, but it was more. It was. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be honest. I don't know if I believe him. I believe that he could have. So when he lost the title in Japan, he couldn't come over here because of visas. But I was sending him to workouts. I was like trying to do my best to train him from over here, and he's telling me doing the workouts. And if he would have been doing the workouts when I first met him out there in Japan, I'm looking at his body like, oh man. Like you look weak, and he still broke the kid jaw, broke his ribs and his bicep. And if I mean that's probably was God's will, because if Guzman would have been like 100, he probably would have killed that kid.
damn, he broke his jaw, his
His
bicep,
ribs and his
and his
bicep.
ribs. Yeah, that whoever that guy is, that guy's a warrior. He fought through all that.
Yeah, he
Jeez.
did. And but Guzman was tired like in the second, third round. He was already like winded, and then he got hit to the body that he couldn't recover. And he's still Guzman's a warrior too, though. He's a beast because he fought on. I remember that day, man. It was so disappointing, and then but it's just like if he would have been strong enough, if he would have got past that day, and that would have been like a wake up call.
Yeah.
But he like in him in a way would have been like his trajectory would have been like in a way. I don't know if because Japanese probably support more of the boxing, but Guzman had that type of talent.
Damn, he had a new weight type talent. You talk
No,
about
no. So we talking about
top
speed, and we
5
talk.
pound for pound,
No,
top
no.
3.
No, Guzman speed, his accuracy, and the way like his learning curve, because he still could have learned, he still could have developed better, and his speed and his power and his accuracy was amazing. And then there, like his skill set could have wasn't even that good yet. It was just getting, it was even getting better, even when on the way to the title.
Okay.
And no, it was down that level, man. That boy could crack, man. That boy could crack, and he was fast.
And it's a shame. It's a shame he didn't
Capitalized on his youth.
yeah,
Man.
yeah. I mean, shit, you got to play the cards you dealt, I guess. I just would like to see him get one more little title shot. Bang, right there. Champ.
Like if a new give up all those belts, and you sleep on Guzman, he'll put somebody to sleep, man.
That'd be nice. He fight for a vacant, boom, put somebody to sleep. You could say you're 2-time world champion. The second Dominican to do it. You know what I'm saying? The second Dominican to do it.
Who's the first? Puello?
No, Joan. Oh, he'll be the third, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Guzman's the first and only 2 division. That's what I meant. My bad. Either way, he'll be the third Dominican to do it. But that'll be impressive. That'll be impressive, and especially at his age.
Yeah. And he's another one that's old. I mean, I don't know exactly how old he is, but like when he moves around, he's like these guys are young, man. They don't make them like they used to, man. Yeah. When I was growing up in boxing, once you hit like 30, you was already twisted.
That's funny. That's funny. Nah, I mean, yeah. One thing I will say, I never seen him out of shape, man. That dude's abs be like on top of abs. I'm like, damn, like I need your workout. Yeah. But yo, Hector, let me shut it down, man. Been live for over 3 hours, man. I truly appreciate you hopping on, man. Anything you got coming up with any of your fighters that you want to promote?
Yeah,
Shout out to Thomas Blumenfeld who got the win. Talk to me about your fighters, man.
Thomas Blumenfeld is really. I wish you could have made it. I know you was at the other event, right?
Yeah, I was at Eldie's fight.
And how was that? How was that, real quick?
It was dope. I got backstage access. I was in the locker room with him. I got some exclusive content, and Eldie did what Eldie do. You know, he just beat the fuck out the guy for 2 rounds, and then the referee.
Did he look better than like defensively, like stylistically and defensively? Did you see improvement?
I actually did defensively. Offensively, he seemed a little bit in a rush, but with the guy that he was fighting, that guy wasn't gonna do anything with him anyway. So he just kind of fucked this guy up for 2 rounds, and then the referee, like the stoppage, it wasn't ripe for a stoppage. You know, when you stop somebody, the guy's like falling over. Like guy was just getting punished for 2 rounds, and then the referee just stopped. It was like, all right, like you got this guy's not even in your class. You're not defending yourself. Like I'm stopping the fight. It was like kind of one of those stoppages. But yeah, no, there was times where the guy would, wait and then just try to through, and he would take that quick step back, or he would catch it on the glove. And defensively, he was a little bit better. Offensively, again, he just seemed like in a rush, like I just want to knock this guy out. It was kind of like that kind of mentality, which could be dangerous, but as a fan, you're like, ooh, man, like that was entertaining,
Yeah. So that's good. So with so I wish you could have saw Thomas Blumenfeld. Maybe I'll get the video and I'll send it to you. I think that boy bad, man. That boy nice, man. He really is.
I want to next time every time I go, I don't see him spar. I definitely want to see him spar. I gotta take a trip out there. When's it gonna be okay to be sparring again? Because You know, I might bring a grenade with me.
What happened? What happened to him? He was supposed to come by.
He's in DR. I don't know. He's in DR. He was at the fight. He was at the fight on Friday. So I don't know what's up with him, man.
Man, you should call him up, man. You should call him up now, man. Hit him up right now, real quick, man.
Nah. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed.
I wish you could, like, on this day, we could just call people right here.
I could. I mean, I could just call him on the phone, like, yo.
No, but like on live, like just call him on live and he pick up and he's on live like ASAP.
Oh, yo, this my man Javier is saying Joel, he told me in October he going to Hector gym.
In October.
Man, that's in 2 weeks. My man need to get there. He got a fight lined up and everything. He fighting November 15th.
Listen, so he need to come here. The reason why he need to come here is just for him to get some knowledge and wisdom from everybody here and myself of how he should conduct himself in his career. I think he needs structure. I think he need like I said this before. Like if you're a trainer, like a real trainer is risking his job every day because he's telling you a hard truth. And he needs just to know the truth, like raw, but also this is the solution. You know what I'm saying? And if he could understand because I don't know how much experience that the people that have him that are like managing his day-to-day mentality. I don't know how much do they have, because I'll be damned if any of these motherfuckers know more than me, even about life. Right? These motherfuckers is in their 20s. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know life yet, right? You do what the fuck I tell you to do. And this is why you're doing it, and this is what happened in the past when motherfuckers didn't do it. And he just needs to be structured like that because he have an aura. I don't like his aura. His aura of it's like I don't know how to say he's entitled a little bit. And I don't know why, but he is good. The motherfucker is really, really good. No, he's not good, but he has the potential to be so good. You know what I'm saying? He had the potential. He's so powerful. He's so explosive. He's fast. It's like he's fast. His feet is fast. He could close the distance in the blink of an eye. And he just got to mold that and put all that together in a professional setting where he's just composed and not like rushing himself. Anyhow, so I think he should just come just to fucking hear me out. Like, motherfucker, no, you're not all that right now. But fuck, this is if you do this, and this is the drill for you to do so you could get here and understand, like, we could watch his fights and see, like, how the fuck, where he fucks up with his feet, where he fucks up with his hand placement. And if he could see all that, and then I could give him, listen, okay, that's the problem, but I also got the solution for you. You know what I'm saying? Just for him to see, like, there's light at the end of the tunnel if you work hard. And trust me, like, fucking, I don't give a fuck if it's Keyshawn or whoever, the motherfucker got that same talent as any fucking pound for pound guy. Like, that shit is God given when you're that explosive and you punch that hard. You know what I'm saying? So now that's what I tell these guys, that's what a sin is. A fucking real sin, you going against God when he give you this much talent and you wasting it away.
I asked you this before, and I'm only asking because maybe there's an update in news. So on the Boxing Voice, he said Edwin De Los Santos will be training now with Hector Bermudez. You talk about when is he going over there? What's going on? Is that something you guys talked about? Is that confirmed? Like, what's the status of you training him?
God, the only time the first time I ever talked to him and the last time I ever talked to him was on your show.
Oh, so you guys have no conversations outside of
none at all. I don't know if he talked to someone. So he was supposed to come here to spar.
When was
right?
this?
Well, you know that. Like we always
Oh,
messing
like on the
around.
show. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which in all reality, that's not how I do things anyway. You're not just gonna come in and like he was saying, I gotta, because it's kind of a joke. I always fuck with them. I fuck with everybody like that. I'm telling you, I got, this white boy that gonna fuck him up, this, that, and the third. But in reality, no, if somebody comes here, I'm not gonna do that to him. I wouldn't throw him in there like that. We'll first start like, crawl. We'll crawl before we start walking and then running.
Maybe that's why he hasn't gone up there. You tell him you
Yeah.
got a killer for him. He's like, hold on.
I gotta get in shape. He's like, I gotta get in shape first.
I gotta get in shape.
But in reality, if he comes here and he's out of shape, then no, we'll do some drills. You'll get in shape. And, we'll start fucking, let's see who got the better jab, right? Stuff like that. And let's see who got the better defense. Your defense, and then he's got the, we do drills like that. It's not just going to be like, oh, I'm never going to embarrass him or no one, Even though, shit, he might come in and knock somebody the fuck out. But, I'm not going to put him in a position for failure. I'm gonna put him in a position to succeed, and that's there's levels. So we'll like layering the cake. We'll layer it up, and by the time he's ready to spar, he'll feel confident in himself, and he'll do well.
Okay.
But yeah, so him coming, I keep hearing those rumors, and that's something to discuss. But at the same time, it's hilarious what you said.
What'd I say?
He said about the pillows or some shit.
Oh yeah.
Yo, hold on a second. Is there a way that you can play that clip?
I can. Hold on 1 second.
I know we gotta go, but this is
We good. This is worth staying up for. This is worth staying up for. Yeah, I was like, because I knew I was gonna be up there speaking by myself. So I was like, I'm not a comedian. I'm a YouTuber / father. That's what I do. Like, I'm not a comic, but I was like, I gotta be at least somewhat funny up there. I thought you were gonna be there, so the jokes was gonna be funnier with you there. But hold on, let me pull up the video. All right, hold on. Oops, what the hell? All right, hold on. I got you right now. We're about to have some fun.
This is hilarious.
Hold on 1 second.
Bermúdez me tiene quilladísimo. Ese tigre viene al canal mío, me da entrevista, una vaina bacana, y yo lo veo en todos los lados dando entrevistas. Yo pensaba que me estaba dando una vaina exclusiva. Y tiene casi el equipo nacional entero allá en Massachusetts. Y ¿tú me entiendes? Un tigre, oye, que se me enfoque. Y este video, me gusta que esto está grabado, que se me enfoque, que no quiero estarlo viendo en muchos de esos canales. ¿Tú me entiendes? Y también escuché que la almohada allá donde él tiene su campamento es tan incómoda. Que me ponga esos dominicanos allá, que él tiene equipo nacional, que me ponga la almohada cómoda. Ven acá. Ok, pero en serio, él está haciendo un gran trabajo con Rohan. Y Rohan,
yeah, that's all the part that's about you.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, I gotta be funny out there, because I was like, I know when you're up there, people are gonna be eating, people are gonna be drinking, people are gonna be, I brought my girl, people are gonna be, I brought my boy. You're gonna be talking with your people. So if you're not funny, people are not gonna like be paying attention to what you're saying. So I wrote like 2-3 jokes, and I was like, damn, what can I make fun of Hector about? Because Hector's a jokester. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say that that I've been getting complaints that the Dominicans are saying that the pillows are uncomfortable and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple more
that
jokes.
was awesome, man. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Hold on, I got a $5 super chat from the Nobody 92. Salute to you, my brother. He says, this question is for you, Joel. What was your thoughts on that Schwan boxing card you did the live for? Any Dominicans stand out to you? I mean, that Jonathan Cabrera kid you guys pointed out to me, he looked sharp and smooth, but he got a first round knockout. It was hard to really like take anything from it, but he definitely looked smooth. I like what I saw. knocked the guy out with a body shot, and it looked like a clean, hard body shot, not one of them fake DR knockouts. You know what I'm talking about, Hector? Motherfuckers, you just hit him and nah, he caught the guy good. So I think the guy really did get knocked out. And also there was this one guy, he was like a tall, like middleweight. Last name Abreu. He just seemed kind of awkward, long, and he got a stoppage. You know, he needs to work on keeping his hands up because he got away with it with that opponent. But I kind of like what I saw. You know what? That's probably a bad way of putting it. I want to see a little bit more of him. That kid Abreu, I think it's Rafael Abreu, if I'm not mistaken, was his name. Let me look it up. Let me look up the card, and because he's someone I was like, I don't know. This guy he got potential. Like, I'm not saying he's a finished product because you know, I definitely saw flaws. His name is Rafael Abreu. He's 7-0 with 6 knockouts. Damn, he don't even got a box rec pick. But he's only 21. He a baby, so he could learn. Yeah, and the guy he beat was 6-0. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was this?
Hold on, I'm a screen share right now. Give me 1 sec. This is he don't even got a box rec pick though. His name is Rafael Abreu. He's from Santo Domingo, the capital, so Rohan may know him. 7-0, 6 knockouts. He beat this guy, Jesus Martinez Espinola, who's 6-0 with 6 knockouts. But yeah, he fought nobody. Yo, all 6 of his fights, not one fighter had a win. That's hilarious. And I'm like, he beat an undefeated fighter. But yeah, honestly, him and Jonathan Cabrera are the 2 fighters that, you know, I wasn't too, you know, aware of. But after seeing the show, I'm like, I don't know. I want to see a little bit more of both those guys. Like, I definitely do. I want to see a little bit more.
Man, they paid some money for the opponent, huh?
I guess so. Or maybe I know he got like a little, you know, what are the fake belts? Like, you know, I don't know. He got one of them shits to get, you know, that get you ranked. He got one of them. So I think maybe the opportunity was like, hey, you can fight for this belt. They fought for like a North American belt, and then they had like they came in the ring with like 2 other like little baby belts. So I'm not sure what organizations is, you know, supporting him and organizing his events, but he's getting some backing. He's signed, you know, this guy Bobby Harrison. I don't know who's that guy. Oh, I think he has Everson Garcia. I don't know who he is, but I know he got Everson Garcia. Yeah.
Yeah, but that opponent that he fought, god damn.
Yeah.
You saw it. You saw his record.
Yeah, he fought all guys with no wins.
And then he fought one guy twice.
As well.
He fought the guy. He fought his pro debut. The guy was 0-5, and then the fight before his last fight, the same guy was 0-12.
Yeah, that's a wild step up. You fighting guys with no losses to fighting, you know, some guy that looks like he has some backing. You know, he has a manager that lives in Texas, who's not Dominican, you know, and has some wins, has some little bit of belts. You know, who knows? Maybe he got paid a little good chunk of change. And maybe he felt like he could do something, but I like what I saw. He still got shit to work on, though. Oh, Estelde Suero, I thought he looked good. Especially he was controlling the distance really well. Wasn't fighting dirty, which is something I always criticize about him. That's why I really stopped like really even talking about him, because he was just a filthy fighter. Looks like he cleaned that up, at least for this fight. And it was a fight that had a lot of trash talk leading up to it. So I thought he looked good.
Where's Suero from?
From DR.
Yeah, but where at in DR?
I just answered that question. Nobody. Yeah, I thought he looked good. I don't know. I'll check right now. His box rec. Give me 1 second.
Because the other dude was from the La Romana. Cause I saw
yeah.
I saw Fortuna in his corner.
Yeah, he's from La Romana. Yeah, he's from Santo Domingo. He's from the capital, this guy. Yeah. But yo, Hector, let me finish off, man. Yeah, I appreciate your support, man. Hopping on with me. Nobody 92 sending the super chats, always showing love. Salute to you. Everybody watching this, make sure y'all hit that like. If y'all watching on Twitter, make sure y'all retweet. And until next time, fellas. Peace.
Peace.
I'm a man.